to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live. You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it means nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like it's 7 no. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Make them happy because man makes them strong. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, yes. I was just calling to see if you were going to be on. All right, go ahead.
Greetings, Black family. Greetings. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced. For all intents and purposes, we are done with Blog Talk Radio. So we'll be on the show from now on StreamYard until we find another platform. So on this 9 episode 56 of Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced, Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase, we'll be discussing Southern California. It's going up in flames. Lady Che and Shabaka, their hometowns. The Palisade fire has destroyed several hundreds of homes, not thousands of homes, and killed several people, along with the Altadena fire near Pasadena, California, where some FBA-DOAS-Freedman people live outside of Los Angeles. Mayor Karen Bass decided to go to Ghana and meet with the president of Ghana that are helping our fellow Los Angelinos. Also, Dr. Umar just recently received citizenship in Ghana, along with several white people as well. And the dump, aka Donald Trump, will be sentenced today in a hush money case in New York. And it looks like they have given him a slap on the wrist, to say the least. The Supreme Court of the United States voted to go through with the sentencing. So thank y'all for tuning in. This episode's for those that are 18 years of age and older. We will not be using Blog Talk Radio anymore. Blog Talk Radio has been absorbed by Spreaker. The air date of this program is Friday, January 10th, 2025. And we should be joined here shortly with our West Coast correspondent and project producer, Shabaka'S Blacc. And right now we are joined with myself, Che and Kruma, Lady Che, our other host and co-producer, and our sister Hastepsu, Muhammad, who is in Colorado Springs. Greetings, sister, from the high income and illegal migrant flooded city.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Greetings. How are you? Yes, sir.
We're all right. We're chilling. I guess the computer is really loud that side.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting the day started. How are you doing, Sister Grand Rising? Grand Rising, Shabaka? I don't know, Shabaka's not in here.
He should be joining us here shortly.
Chat.
Okay, so before I started playing these clips of the fire in Southern California, what do you ladies thoughts on Palisades and Altadena and the other 3 fires that are currently going on in Southern California?
Well, I've been reading this book called The Fall of America.
Yes.
And he talked about this many years ago, that this would happen. It's in his chapter entitled Fire Fed with Fuel. He mentioned a chapter which is taken from the Holy Quran 85:5. It says, "We do not hope for peace as long as we add to the war that which serves as fuel to a fire. The fire cannot go out as long as we keep it burning by adding more fuel. A dying, burning fires increase when more fuel is thrown into it." And he goes into the fact that there's going to be a fire in America, and that Allah, God, had said that America would burn because of the fact that they enslaved us for over 450 years. So all them devils that and their ancestors and everyone else are going to burn in hell physically.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to burn all of America for what they did to us.
Yes.
You know, that's what he had said in his book, The Fall of America, and a couple other books. The minister talked about it. A lot of other people had bore witness to this too, who were outside of the Nation of Islam. But this was pro-saw before it even happened, you know, by people. So I think they're just getting their if you notice, they're all in white neighborhoods. Now one black people was out, except for one brother.
It's the Altuna one.
One
Altadena one for black people there.
But yeah,
the Palisade.
That's what I have to say.
Like North Hollywood.
Yeah. So it's basically payback, karma, chastisement for all the hell that they've given to us in America.
Burn, Hollywood, burn.
And it also went down to Hollywood Hills, right? And all over LA.
Yeah,
so, it wasn't just in the house.
LA, like from Malibu, Malibu got all burnt up. The Fernando Valley is on fire right now. So the areas to the west and north of LA are on fire right now.
Right. So it's just prophecy taking place. You know, that's all I see it as. You know, it was bound to happen because did they really think they was going to get away with all that? Nah.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, karma is real. Karma is real.
And mind you, this is after they They called themselves giving back Bruce's beats to the family that they stole it from. And then the family had to sell it back to LA County because they couldn't do nothing with it. They couldn't build nothing on it due to the LA county code, city code. So they had to sell it back.
Yeah, that's because the fire insurance people and the mother insurance people said we ain't paying for it. They said we ain't paying for it, so they have no hope.
Nope, they have no home,
nowhere to go. You know what it feels like. Shoot.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, there's no blacks up where the Palisades is at, correct?
Right. There was only one black brother that was up there helping people, but he didn't get caught up in it. He was just helping people with the houses, but he wasn't down in it, you know. No. So yeah, you're right. There sure wasn't no black people up there.
Now, where the other fire is over there by San Bernardino in Pasadena, there's some black people over there.
Yeah, then I saw it. Yeah, I saw that. You're right about that.
Yep, exactly. That's payback. That's payback for Mac 285. Thank you for bringing that up. Because the California State Assembly refused to have bills heard before the end of the session last year in regarding reparations, and regarding the genealogical center, and regarding the Freedmen's Bureau.
Yeah, and also like with the devils that got caught up in it, you know, they always focusing so much on the real rich people that fell out, like the actors and actresses, they got hit. You know, it's like, you know what? It's like they treat them a special type of different way. You know, they just people just like anybody else. You know, that's just white America for you. But they going down. They going down most
and then definitely. They already talking about looting, and you know when they talk about looting, they talking about us.
Yeah, they said some people was going up in there stealing some stuff they couldn't get to, like the money that was left in the safes, you know, that didn't burn up, and some other stuff they was stealing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, payback is real. You know what I'm saying? What about our brothers and sisters? They never talk about that. That's out there homeless.
Remember, they said they didn't know who started this fire. Correct? They burning the evidence where they really murked terrorist dude they found in Las Vegas with the hole seriously in the dome of the fire. If you dig,
yeah, exactly.
The homeless is about to take over LA.
They probably are. I believe it. They looting everything. They probably got so much money to have a place to stay now.
Right.
They sure did. They went up in there and stole all their stuff before they could even come back and get their stuff. They came back.
And I heard about the starting fires.
Yeah.
I heard some Mexicans were starting fires in East LA.
I'm sure they were. Shoot.
Hey man, the shit there, people are getting tired. You know, they're getting tired. So there's nothing there. You can't really expect anything else to happen. Like, people are tired. I mean, they don't want to keep living like this, especially when all they're getting is like the runaround and, you know, just deny.
Yep.
Here and there, you know.
It'll work. Welcome to the beginning of Mad Max times.
Yeah.
What else, Jesse?
Oh, I was gonna pull the video up.
Oh yeah.
Apocalyptic views.
Why you stay on that side?
That are coming from this fire.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all, really.
Well, Spreaker says, "Burn, Hollywood, burn."
It's probably like the most entertaining thing.
In my Chuck D voice, "Burn, Hollywood, burn."
Yes, sir.
I mean, I was pretty excited about that. I was like, well, Hollywood, like, they did nothing. All they do is exploit. You know, but pedophiles and motherfucking black exploitation, I read all day about
And
this.
then the mayor decided she was going to go to Ghana. She said she going to Ghana, and she left them to have to deal with this fire all by themselves. Kind of similar to how that the NAACP though left Ghana with Kamala Harris last year.
National Guard deployment. As many of you are aware, we asked for the National Guard. I'm very thankful to Governor Newsom and the State Office of Emergency Services that fulfilled that request. As of last night, we've had National Guardsmen assisting us. They arrived last night and deployed to the Eaton Fire area, and we're assisting with road closures and critical infrastructure protection. As additional Guard personnel arrive, and they will be in the next 12 to 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department will strategically coordinate their deployment with other partners such as the Los Angeles Police Department, Pasadena Police Department, Santa Monica Police Department, Azusa, and Arcadia. Those are the requests we have now. That may grow. We'll adjust as time goes on. I want to make sure that if anybody needs updated information on either evacuation orders or warnings or road closures, they go to lacounty.gov/emergency. And with that, I am going to be introducing Assistant Chief Dominic Choi from the Los Angeles Police Department.
What they want?
Good morning. On behalf of the Los Angeles Police Department, I just want to extend our deepest sympathies to all those affected by our fires, and that includes many of our own LAPD officers who've lost homes and property in this fire, and they continue to serve these communities, and I appreciate all their work. I have a number of important updates for all of you today, and I'm going to start by an arrest that was made late yesterday afternoon. So yesterday afternoon, the Kenneth fire started at the border of West Hills and the city of Los Angeles and Ventura County. At 4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody. And once we learned that this suspect was a possible arson suspect, our major crimes division responded to Topanga Division, along with Ventura County sheriffs, who was the lead in the Kenneth fire investigation. But they responded, they interviewed this suspect. After the interview and additional investigative steps, looking at some additional evidence that was present, we made the determination that there was not enough probable cause to arrest this person on arson or suspicion of arson, and therefore this person was arrested on a felony probation violation. This investigation is ongoing, however, and I'd like to thank those community members that were involved in this and helping us bring this person to our attention, and so we can have an ongoing investigation. The second point I want to talk about is for any of those people looking for loved ones or missing people related specifically to the Palisades fire. Now, the county is also doing this for the Eden fire, but for the city of Los Angeles, we've stood up a family assistance center. This center is located at Chevy Hills Recreation Center, and it's at 2551 Motor Avenue. It's going to be open today from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We will have 10 officers there ready to receive anyone who needs to report a missing person related to the Palisades fire. We will also have the American Red Cross, the Mayor's Crisis Response Team, the LA County Medical Examiner's Office, and the LA County Department of Mental Health. They will be there to help support, answer questions, and provide information as necessary. Again, I just want to emphasize this is for missing people related to Palisades fire. This is not for any other issues related to the fire. LAPD and our law enforcement partners are actively maintaining law and order in the areas impacted by the fires. We're patrolling these areas to deter criminal activity and to continue to ensure public safety. Today, we're deploying 210 officers in these impacted areas. This deployment includes our partners from LA Port PD and LAWA PD, and I'm thankful for their support. Again, protecting our homes, businesses, and evacuated and vulnerable zones are our priority, and we will continue to ensure that no one takes advantage of these situations. You've heard this message before, but I'm going to say it again because it's so important and so critical. Looting has zero tolerance. Looting or exploiting in the disaster areas will not be tolerated. Anybody caught looting or committing crimes in the affected areas will be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We'll remain vigilant and patrol these areas and ensure that we can mitigate any activity like this. And again, if you haven't already done so, you will start seeing in the city of Los Angeles the National Guard being deployed at the Palisades fire. Their role is going to be traffic control, access
is he going to use his physical strength to get rid of the fire?
They're going to be manning critical infrastructure security, as well as doing checkpoints and verifying credentials for those.
This ain't really going to help.
Lastly, these measures controlling access, they are necessary. I just want the communities to know they are necessary for public safety and for proper community recovery. They are inconvenience, but it's something that we have to do. Citizens are encouraged to call 911 if they see any suspicious activity. Law enforcement, National Guard, and other first responders are here to support this community and ensure their safety in a difficult time. Our commitment remains steadfast to restoring safety and normalcy as quickly as possible. Your cooperation and resilience from the community are greatly appreciated. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman.
Thank you and good morning. The District Attorney's Office will be considering up to now 5 different types of cases that will eventually be presented from law enforcement. Let's start with arson. If it is determined that there is a man-made and intentional setting of any of the fires involved in this situation, the people who committed this arson will be arrested, they will be prosecuted, and they will be punished to the full extent of the law. Right now, obviously, law enforcement and the firefighters are focused on containing these properties, saving lives, saving homes. But eventually we will get to the causes of those fires. And at that part, the DA's office will be working with law enforcement to go after anyone who is guilty of the crime of arson. Second types of crimes. If people are going to violate this curfew restriction and they get arrested, they will be prosecuted. Let me back up what the sheriff has said. In order to protect the homes of people who've been ordered to leave those homes, the sheriff, the Los Angeles Police Department, and local law enforcement is going to be working overtime to protect your home.
Ain't no saving that anyway. That's why they still burn down.
You will be arrested and then you will be prosecuted by the district attorney's office. Third issue, looting.
I see the play crack.
Looting is a despicable crime. For the people who've already been arrested, please know that this is not going to end well. You will be punished to the full extent of the law, and I'm sending this warning message out again.
Yeah,
if you want to take and go ahead and take advantage of people who have tragically suffered enormous losses in this county, the district attorney's office, working with law enforcement, will make sure you are arrested, you are prosecuted, and you are maximally punished. Drones. If you're thinking that it's fun to send a drone up in the area for your own amusement, or you want to get information that nobody else can get, you do it in one of these areas for which drones are not permitted, I'll repeat one more time. You will be arrested, you will be prosecuted, and you will be punished to the full extent of the law. And the last type of crime that we'll be looking at are scams, and we're already seeing them. We're seeing people being targeted in GoFundMe scams by people who are trying to entice people to give money to people who have suffered, when the people who are arranging this GoFundMe page are nothing but scammers. You must be aware of who you are being approached by and who you actually can go ahead and give your money to if you want to help them. We're going to see that eventually with insurance scams. We'll see it with government benefit scams. And yes, they're going to target the people who have been tragically affected, and you cannot allow them to do it. I would suggest that if you want internet resources and who to give money to, go to recovery.lacounty.gov. It has a whole list of organizations that you can, if you want to, contribute to, and it does it in both English and Spanish. Also, you can go to the LAFD.gov's website as well. But my message to the public is beware. These scammers look at this as an opportunity. Do not let them take advantage of you. And one more message to the scammers: you will be arrested,
Wow.
you will be prosecuted,
Look at that.
and you will be punished to the maximum extent possible. I'd like now to introduce California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara.
That's a good one. 2 or 3 saves. I know that's right. These people got their money.
Supervisors offered assistance and support during this difficult time. My heart goes out to my fellow Angelinos and to the firefighters currently battling these blazes. Let me be clear, my top priority is to protect all affected people during this crisis and assist in their insurance recovery. My primary concern at this very moment is to ensure that wildfire survivors receive the insurance benefits to which they are entitled to as soon as possible. I understand that this may be new and the extent of the calamity here in Southern California and compounded by the insurance and financial stresses that these wildfires have caused. However, at the Department of Insurance,
that's because I made
wildfires and other natural disasters throughout our entire state for a very long time, making us, unfortunately, response experts. Now is the time for you to focus on your family and in your health. The last thing you should be worrying about is your insurance. Here's what I've done to protect our wildfire victims to date. I am using my moratorium power to stop all non-renewals and cancellations. Last night, I issued a bulletin to protect homeowners affected by the Palisades and Eaton fires from non-renewals and cancellations by your insurance companies for 1 year under a moratorium law that I wrote while I was serving in the state Senate. This covers you even if your home wasn't destroyed or damaged in the wildfire. You can visit insurance.ca.gov to look up your zip code if you are near these wildfires and obtain that protection. I'm also calling on insurance companies to suspend any pending renewals and cancellations that homeowners received before these fires started.
I just read an article.
This means that if you've received a non-renewal from your homeowner's insurance between October 9th and January 7th, essentially 90 days, your insurance company
just left out
do the
there.
right thing and retain you as a valid
Nowhere to go.
policy holder. I call upon all property insurance companies to pause these non-renewals and cancellations and provide essential stability for our communities, allowing consumers to focus on what's important at the moment, their safety and recovery. In my notice, I also urged insurers to extend the payment grace period beyond the existing 60 days for policyholders in areas directly affected by the wildfires, enabling Angelinos to pay their home insurance premiums amidst these challenges that they are currently facing.
They're not covering them for no
And if your
fire.
policy was not renewed, or if you don't have coverage, please call us at 1-800-927-4357. We can help you find additional solutions. I have also directed my department's enforcement team to protect Angelinos from fraudsters targeting wildfire survivors and to assist with the ongoing evacuation efforts. My department has moved quickly to host an insurance support workshop on January 18th and 19th at Santa Monica College, followed by another event the following weekend at Pasadena City College. We will have experts from our staff and representatives from insurance companies
that's right. State Farm
available
did
so
pull off
homeowners
3 months
can
ago.
obtain
You're right about
answers
that.
and take the action they need in one convenient location. Again, call us at 1-800-927-4357 to schedule a one-on-one appointment with our experts. Related to health, I've issued an additional notice to all California health insurers directing them to submit emergency plans to my department. These plans must detail how they're going to ensure that consumers can continue to access essential medical care and obtain their medications in the wake of these disasters. I've been in constant communication with our county leaders, governor, the legislative leaders, and our congressional delegation to identify best ways to expedite our recovery, reduce wildfire risk, and build a more climate resilient state and communities. Making homes and communities safer from wildfires needs to be a top priority for our state. Looking forward, I'm going to ask the governor and the state legislature to support my proposal to provide consumers with home hardening grants.
Yeah, they did.
Money in people's hands. This measure is critical to protecting homes
And a couple of us said, I ain't helping.
Resilience against
They said,
wildfire
I ain't
risk.
helping you.
We are also going to be introducing legislation to include businesses in our moratorium law. Businesses are an important consumer of insurance and the financial backbone of many communities, and they also need this vital protection. Newly enacted insurance reforms are now in effect to make insurance rates more stable and predictable. My sustainable insurance strategy mandates that insurance companies expand and maintain coverage in high wildfire areas if they are going to use forward-looking catastrophic models and incorporate the insurance costs in the rate which my department just finalized in December. Why is this important for our residents? It ensures that Californians in wildfire
When the earthquake hit Tibet a couple of days before this happened,
back into the market and ultimately lowering the cost. Without these measures, insurance companies may continue non-renewals, leaving communities at greater risk of underinsurance and total loss of coverage. Even with these devastating wildfires, I want to be clear, I am confident that these reforms will keep us on track to modernizing our insurance market, encourage insurance to return and expand in California, and protect the solvency of our market. We remain the largest insurance market in the nation, fourth in the world. Our goal is to ensure they remain financially solvent and can honor the claim that will stabilize our insurance market in the long run. Now, let me just quickly address issues surrounding the insurer of last resort, which we call the FAIR Plan. It has become clear that reforms are necessary as the coverage maximums have not changed in 30 years. I recognize that for some Californians, the coverage limits, even the ones that we've already implemented, are still very low. Under my strategy, we have also ensured the creation of a stronger, more sustainable FAIR Plan with the long-term financial strategy to withstand the challenging fires we are experiencing today. Let me be clear, once the fires are brought under control, we will get data directly from the insurance industry and the FAIR Plan about claims filed, as we have that we have on all the other fires that may or may not happen. We are focused on maintaining the FAIR Plan's financial health while getting people back to the regular market where they belong.
4 years,
In closing, our actions are focused on ensuring that the insurance companies meet their commitments to the consumers, that Californians are protected, not just in this crisis, but beyond. We are here to help. Please call us. We speak multiple languages in whatever language you feel comfortable. Insurance can be complicated. We are here to help you decipher.
Oh, yeah. Remember,
we help you understand what your rights are as consumers. Please call us at 1-800-927-4357, or you can use our live chat feature.
How you doing?
Together, we will get through this.
I'm trying to get hooked up right here. Okay, State Farm is broke.
LA County
okay,
Jeff
these insurance companies ain't gonna pay shit. Okay, yeah, Max 285. Yeah, they ain't paying you shit.
Under control.
Okay, also to be advised, just got word that the regime will be coming into effect in 10 days.
More likely to be
also, too, it proves that it is a regime. Donald Duck Trump went to court, okay, and the dictator is the first convicted felon to be the president of the United States. So all this shit here, okay, could be interrelated. Okay,
which is what your taxes are based on.
He's convicted, but he ain't doing no time.
The damage. Here are the key details.
So
to qualify,
they just
the
told you he's above the law. And anybody who sits up there and says, well, this is a democracy and all that, like Van Jones was having.
Reduce the assessed value effective the date of the damage occurred. The reduction remains in place until the property is repaired, rebuilt, or undergoes a change in ownership. It does seem clear that we may
Okay,
need legislative help to
the
ensure
mayor of
maximum
Los
benefit
Angeles,
to,
Karen
to victims.
Bass,
I'm glad some legislators
she
are here
should be
today. We look
recalled.
forward to talking to them
Okay,
about,
hey, Deoda, I knew this was coming for like 2 years. I just didn't think they would do it. Yeah,
Karen
yeah,
Bass
yeah,
was
yeah.
to Ghana, Shabaka'S.
Huh?
He went to Ghana. He just got back from Ghana.
Directly, that is not through an account with their mortgage lender.
Okay, you're talking about Yoda?
Current year property taxes
No.
without incurring penalties or interest.
Karen Bass
We're
went
working
out to
closely with our
Ghana.
county partners to identify
Yeah, right.
properties
Okay.
and will assist.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at last night. Okay, so probably what they're going to be doing. Okay, I'm going to see if I can put a Bluetooth on. Yeah, she just got back. They're giving her the business in LA.
A refund will be issued, or if tax being owed,
Leonard
an
shouting you
adjustment
out,
bill
Max
with new
25
due dates
shouting
will
you
be
out.
sent. My
Hey,
staff,
greetings,
has
you
handouts
all.
with
Greetings.
information at these
Okay,
programs
peace and
details.
blessings to you there, Yoda.
I did want to also emphasize that you should not pay anybody to access these services. My office
Okay.
Take your time.
and we can be reached at assessor.lacounty.gov.
All right, and so excuse my language, ladies. I'm just going to be real. Okay, to hell with the city of Los Angeles. Okay, it's the city of devils. This bullshit that you're seeing right here is this Hollywood crap. Okay.
President Biden through a major
No, Karen Bass, that's not her.
Associated with these fires at 100% for 180 days.
What's happening is
an individual assistant
is that they are all out of
disasterassistance.gov, or if you prefer to call someone, speak to someone directly.
Yeah, watch is a section of the city of Los Angeles.
621-3362.
Okay.
Our hearts
and
remain
then on
with
top
those who
of
are
it,
affected,
they
and
had
certainly
ran
with the
out of
firefighters who
water.
continue the
Okay,
fight
for the
on the front lines.
firefighters. All right, it depressurized.
Surrounded by water. Well,
Yeah, well, see, Brother Che, now let's use some intelligence right here. You sitting there
I just have to say
by the
that,
world's largest ocean. Oh, okay, now I see they got their mind rights. Okay, they're going to scoop the water. Okay, which they should have been doing when it's first happened.
And I know Palisade,
Okay.
Pasadena.
Okay.
We're
Altadena is gone.
To ensure that we are providing the resources necessary. So I want to acknowledge people that are here today. Supervisor Holly Mitchell, our colleague who's here to support us. Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo, Santa Monica Mayor Lana Negrete.
Okay.
Assembly Member
Alrighty.
Jessica
And then
Gabriel, and Assembly Member Jessica.
areas that I've seen over the years of going in and out of Pasadena, okay,
again, I want to thank you all.
are gone.
And with that,
Lake Street, I believe, is gone.
We've got to run out to Altadena, but go ahead.
Why don't we go? Can we just?
I was at the ground with Leonard. He said he was a kid in the 90s. When she was
okay.
2 or 3. We'll do.
Yeah.
By the way, we will
And
do one-on-one
then,
interviews afterwards. Okay?
People have lost everything. What you got is instantaneous homelessness here. Okay. And
right before you hopped on,
as you assess the response, as you well know, 10 millions of people receive false alarms. It's been acknowledged here in this room.
Okay, now that there, you see, now the thing is you have to understand, that's Karen Bass right there with the black jacket on. And that's the, and the patch.
It will resume again next week.
Okay, I'm not mad at her for going to Ghana.
What are
all right, and then that's the
back people's trust and to make sure these mistakes don't happen again.
Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Fade it out. Well, anyway, the patch.
I would like that from you. I don't.
Okay, that's the city of Los Angeles patch on her. That's the one that says City of LA founded 1787. Now, what's happening is they could have used salt water. They capping Trump. Cut off the fresh water despite Newsom or Newsom. You're right. It's all political bullshit. And what's happening is, once again, no, Jesse, is that Pacific Palisades is less than 100 yards from the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, but that's not fresh water. He's saying
red flag warnings on those signs.
No. That's salt water. What difference does it make? They need water bad, okay? Even if they can get toilet water there, to put it out. They say, the only thing I know is this. To quote the coroner there doing the O.J. Simpson case in that same county, okay, something not right. Something is not right. Something not right.
Bring the situation under
You see?
Yeah, so that's a right question. We provide fresh water to California.
Hey, Yoda, the Google car on fire.
Everything we can to save lives. That is our number one job, to protect people's homes, to protect people's businesses,
Truth is lies. Google
rebuild
cars, misinformation. Okay, yeah, the reservoirs were low before the fire started. But Carlton, wait, you got an ocean right there, man, right there where Pacific Palisades is. An ocean, the world's largest ocean right there. And you mean to tell me that they could not get no airplanes from military bases from San Diego up there to Sacramento, you see what I mean, and go out there and scoop that water up and drop it, you see what I'm saying? Okay, now, these is some real smart-ass politicians, okay? They all are rich. The people who's getting hit in Pacific Palisades are all millionaires, okay, if not billionaires, okay? And then look at those nice houses up there. So the powers that be on the spiritual plane says, you know what, Los Angeles, you are a city of devils, and we're bringing you hell. We're bringing it right to your front door. It's obvious.
And you activate that interface with what type of an alert you're going to send, an evacuation order, an evacuation warning, and you identify a geographical area. After you
do any of these people that you see right here,
message package
do they look like that?
What is this?
What is he doing? I'm sorry, y'all.
For lack of better terms, into a cloud that connects with all of our self-service providers. So the root cause
ain't no putting in fires. I'm sorry. That stuff is gone. What'd you say, Brother True? I said what?
We're talking about our ability to provide water to California, and he's talking about the independent snowpack
and how they're activating the message to the cell phone.
I really want to know.
So
seriously,
it's a
because we
common
provide water
phenomenon
like
that there's a term called bleed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the biggest seas. Isn't that the biggest oceans is on that side of town? So why can't, I mean, it's not, wouldn't be that hard. They probably wanted that place to burn.
In a different space.
Of course they want
So
to
right now,
burn.
our number one
That shit is a
priority
clear,
is to
clearly, evidently, it's a fucking setup.
how we can work
I mean, you talking about,
in
in my
coordination
opinion,
with our federal and
if
state
all the
partners,
motherfucking,
how we can
excuse me, in my opinion, if all of the insurance,
the messages that are going out right now that are not being initiated by a human action.
Okay. All right, so the Pacific Palisades were already sinking.
Understand how that occurs.
Okay, Shabaka'S Nevada, bro. SAC be getting their water from the Walker River up there by Hawthorne. Wait a minute, by Hawthorne? Yeah, okay, now, the ones who to blame on this water situation would be the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power.
And then I got telling me to disregard the alert.
All right.
We have access.
Okay.
As someone
all right. It's because see, Los Angeles Department of Water and Power owns Hoover Dam. Okay. Way out here, they own it. Okay. So they hijacked the water from the Colorado River. You see what I mean? Okay, you got an ocean right there. Okay, the fire department has said last night, the city and the county fire departments of the city of Devils, okay, has stated that the water pressure went down and that all the reservoirs, that all of their water resources will fill to capacity. Okay, so what you are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, okay, is lies, deceit out in the land of illusion, Okay, like the illusion of inclusion. So the Almighty said, guess what? Let me just go up here and just remind you of who the boss is, okay? Now, you dudes want to go out there, shove ketchup up your ass, talking about your women, which is an insult to womanhood. I understand, okay. Also, too, the garbage that you make in Hollywood, the imagery that you are projecting, and it's mighty funny that all these people are saying, well, we're all the same, but yet, though, you still got a lot of questionable killings of Black people, not only in the city and county of Los Angeles, or in the great state of California, on the West Coast, the East Coast, the South Coast, wherever. Well, they got qualified immunity. We investigated ourselves, and we found that we did nothing wrong. Now, the regime is 10 days away. They just told the dictator that you can still be president. You're convicted, but you're not going to jail.
If you need assistance,
you're convicted, but you're not going to jail.
Thank you, speakers, again. Thank you all for attending.
So where are the Van Joneses and what have you on that? So I want to see Van Jones get up there and cry and what have you. Now, that people right there is in the city of Los Angeles. You see, and this is in Venice Beach, which is a section of the city of Los Angeles, is because it will be the Pacific Division of the Los Angeles Police Department that will be taking your ass to jail if you violate any law offenses in Venice. The entire county is a city of devils. Yes, you will get no argument from me. Devils aren't limited to Los Angeles. Now, Carlton Way, you're right. Okay, but here's the deal. You call Los Angeles the city of angels? Look at all this hell that you got right here. And this is the city of angels. Okay, the city of angels. The Los Angeles River, ladies and gentlemen, is a storm drainage, or what do you know, walking the streets with over 20 felonies our way. Oh yeah, nah, that's my point, Deyoda. It's straight hypocrisy. So what is happening is that the Almighty is saying, okay, check this out. When you F around, you find out. This is what they're finding out there in the land of make-believe. All the movie actors, I lost my mansion, and I love you. Blah, blah, blah.
Right out the
what
gate,
about the people
these error messages,
who lost their houses, don't have nothing? You got instantaneous homelessness.
Not just last night.
Okay, so my advice, ladies and gentlemen, is stay out of Angel Town. They ain't gonna have nothing there for you. Next thing to go is gonna be the grocery stores. Okay, and I'm looking for all this stuff here to really manifest when the regime takes over in 10 days.
Really seem to necessarily get. There's a lot of big language about but they don't really know the cause and why these alerts are going out.
A lot of technical language.
Well, I was going to comment. I was just going to say, like, reiterate what I was talking. I've been reading along as all this has been happening with the fall of America. But the burning fire on there,
because it is
and the minister had talked about that. Elijah Muhammad said that the entire America is going to burn for 400 years. For the 400 years they burned to put us through slavery. And he said they would have had a chance if they would have just been merciful to Black people and asked what it is that they need, like reparations and whatnot, whatever else that they want.
Yes, ma'am.
Payback of what they did to us. We deserve all that. They so they said if they ain't gonna do it, Allah was gonna burn America. And look at them now.
And look where they starting, right, sister, right there in the land of make believe. you know, right there in the land of Fredericks and Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Right there in the land where you got all them plastic surgeons out there in Beverly Hills, out there, you know what I'm saying? With O.J. Simpson over there crying when they come, I'ma go in the cold grave and blow my brains out.
Ricardo Laura, who's the California
it's all prophecy.
Palisades.
It's all prophecy coming in.
Oh yes, ma'am, it is.
From their insurance providers.
Oh yeah, there's no end in sight. Okay, the death count is up to 7 so far. Okay, and keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Pacific Palisades is like about
people also need support there as well.
20 miles west of Pasadena and Altadena. Altadena is the unincorporated part of LA County. Pasadena is its own city. Yeah, that same Pasadena where your Rose Parade comes from and where the Rose Bowl comes from. Also, too, that there is where the California Institute of Technology is. Oh, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein had made a statement is that it's not an exact quote, okay? Probably is. Oh, glad he brought up Michael Jackson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Jackson Mansion is in a place called Encino, which is directly north in that same mountain range of Pacific Palisades. Great news. Okay, they'll probably rebuild LA into a smart city by the time of 2028 Olympics. You know what, Carlton Wade? That's a safe bet.
That was an extension.
That is a safe bet that they might, they might, that might be the plan.
Well, they are discussing it. They're discussing rebuilding it right now.
Yeah. Now, look at the map, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, look at the map. Now, you got high winds over here this time of the year. I also seen another plan where he floods all this bullshit again, but they don't survive just us. You see? Now you see all that there, people, the high winds. Who's Carl? Oh yeah, Brother Carlton. Yeah. Okay, yep, 15-minute cities. Okay, now Van Nuys is the city of Los Angeles. Los Angeles, USC. That is South Central Los Angeles. And notice how it's 0 winds there. Compton, okay, and what have you. Notice there's no damage out there. But up there in Altadena and out there in Pacific, okay, it's all up there by the mountains. You see what I mean? Palm Springs is 0. Gradually weakening winds, morning wind gusts to 60 miles an hour, hazardous air quality. Well, the air quality in Los Angeles has been hazardous ever since the 1960s that I know of. Red flag warnings continue. So my advise people, do not go to LAX, do not drive to Los Angeles. You see what I'm saying? And LA has been permanently changed, and this here probably won't get back to normal until about for at least a minimum of 6 months.
Good morning, everyone. We wanted to
and then in 6 months, people, it will be summer. And then guess what you got in summer in Southern California? You got desert heat. You see,
you got that serious heat out there.
DCH, which is they can run, but they can't hide. Exactly.
They sure can.
This is what's happening. Calabasas, okay. Got another little fire over there, just like the other fire burnt up the sundown towns. Apparently, somebody's trying to tell them something. Yes, sir. When you sit up there and say, well, we all the same, I ain't no African American. Take your American ass to Los Angeles and see how they treat you now. I'm here looking at the damn idiot box, having sympathy for these damn soap opera celebrities who lost their cribs. They ain't worried about your ass.
Yeah, because everybody's like, oh, that's so sad.
Look,
Yeah, get all these actors up there.
QR code. Donate to the Red Cross. Help the fire victims.
Okay, now, hold on, people. Now, one of these same people gonna donate to the reparations package.
That's a fucked up.
Understand?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Schmucker.
No. Oh, and by the way,
that's what I was thinking.
But hold on.
No, Schmucker.
Now,
and I'm
here's
like,
some more great news.
And here you go say that out
Guess
loud.
what?
I'm like, my thought was,
okay.
What if they go say, oh yeah, we put a reparations package together, but we decided to go ahead and help out the fire victims. That's some fucked up shit, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now Lady Che. No, but hold on, Lady Che. Definitely help out the fire victims. Okay, definitely help out the fire victims who are poor, who do not have those mansions, right? But they show the celebrities right there. You're going to love this, people. They got one that owns a crib up there that got burned down to the ground. Oh, I'm up here in my penthouse in New York, and I just saw it. You know what I'm saying? So even if they don't get covered by the insurance, they going to pool their resources together. Yeah, and you could best believe they're going to rebuild that shit quickly. Now, Lady Che, let's turn back the hands of time. You remember the Rebuild LA project after 1992?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know over there in the Crenshaw district where they burned it down, you still got piles of rubble up there the last time I was through there, which was about a year and a half ago?
Yes.
But 1992, ma'am, was over 30 years ago. 30 years.
I was 12 years old.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah. And you still got piles of debris over there off of Santa Barbara and Crenshaw, which is now King Drive. Okay. Leonard says sucks like that area is beautiful, but the people are two-faced demons. Brother Leonard, that's precisely the point. They say they estimate 70 to 80 billion dollars in damages. Okay, so this is why we're asking for $200 trillion in reparations. See, now what has happened is that they fucked around and they found out. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah, see, the Almighty doesn't like ugly. Okay. You see what I mean? Then not to mention all the transformers you got out there. You see what I mean? And what have you. Okay. So they said they estimate 50 to 80 billion dollars in damages. Hey, guess what? Universal Studios got that money. Paramount's been having it. Okay. Warner Brothers, Miramax, let's see, Lionsgate, and what have you. So what they going to do, people, okay, is that they're going to go to poor folks and they're going to have all your favorite celebrities go out there. Well, we're fundraising here for the mansions and watch everybody bum rush them. But ain't nobody going to donate not one damn dollar to the reparations effort.
Tap into the movie stars and musical people that they and fucking stars they created over there. They've been handing out millions and billions of dollars. So I think they need to tap into their resources. Maybe they should hit up the Democratic Party.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, you see the Democratic Party.
What's up with that recall, though? I told you.
Trump's sentence in hush money case, no penalty. So which means is that Donald Duck will not be going into the county jail. He will not be stripping ass naked, putting on his jumpsuit. You see what I'm saying?
You want me to read the article, Shabaka?
You're going to be walking around the White House naked, Shabaka. Stop it. I'll find a way to get naked. That motherfucker goes around.
Shabaka, do y'all want me to read this article real quick?
If you want to, Jesse.
Yeah.
Just run another clip.
Donald. Oh, I should just run the clip on it. Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah, let's run the clip. I think too that I mean they've been doing the most. So They can't have no more immigrants. We're trying to get them out. Even if they have the immigrants here, they ain't got no supplies to rebuild. You know what I mean? And they can only file like a state of emergency for the FEMA action. But FEMA really, FEMA's could be like, allegedly, they're not broke, but they got enough for another fucking, what did they say? They had enough for a few disasters.
A few. They've already had that though.
But this, I feel like, this is a man-made fire. This is like definitely like somebody was just fucking off and decided to burn down a couple acres. They
have
just
some footage of Mar-a-Lago in West Palm Beach, Florida right now. And the
next Supreme Court denies dump sentencing delays in a 5-4 decision. You see what I mean about these kangaroo courts? Now, if that there was you and I, you see what I'm saying? We would have been hooked and booked and thrown under the jail. Now, the Yasa bosses are going to come out.
Do you see any of us? You see any kind of melanation anywhere else?
Doesn't matter. He's white.
The only brother that I seen out there was a brother that was helping people. He didn't get caught up in the fires, but he was helping people with their homes, and he didn't get no kind of prestige, respect, or nothing. They just showed him doing it.
Oh yeah, now get this here. Now get this here, people. The National Guard has been deployed
today
to Los Angeles because they got looters.
In the National Guard right before you jumped on, Shabaka.
So what? They can do.
What's the National Guard gonna do? Use his strength to get out the fire?
No, sister had said to. What the National Guard is getting ready to do, they're gonna go after people like you and me.
Oh man,
okay. They're gonna throw them over there on Boucher Street. Now, guess what, people? You remember us saying on Shabaka'S Blacc experience is that, that's right. Now, hold on, people. You're going to love this. Yeah, thank you, Mac 285. You just brought some more knowledge. I ain't giving them a damn dime. They stole us, caked up, and shipped out. I don't blame you, man. I ain't giving them shit.
I ain't giving them nothing either.
You see what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, people, is that you got them on CNN, these soap opera actors talking about that they're going to set up a GoFundMe for these millionaires. Now, but as soon as we talk about reparations, well, that happened so long ago. Well, guess what? The damn fire happened so long ago, too.
As long as we stay out of stay out of trouble. Let's hear that.
I hear that.
Get the fuck out of it.
And just look at it like this. Prophesied, and I hear you, Yoda. I ain't giving them a damn dime. They sold us, caked up and chipped out. So now, people. So what they're gonna do is that they're gonna say, now, you're gonna get your house niggas, okay? Maybe Kamami will give them $750. Man, Kamami somewhere getting smashed, man. You know what I'm saying? She and Gruesome Newsom probably sitting up there in Sacramento drinking that booze. Yeah, Trump is on untouchable shit. Yes, Mac 285, that is correct. And what they telling you that they're not gonna they convict him. Exactly. The National Guard is about to protect businesses and those mansions. You're right. You say now
and keep the people from burning and looting.
Yeah. Whoa. You see, and then what happens is when the National Guard goes out, just like in 1992, they're gonna impose a curfew, right? They're gonna start dumping on people. Say this will not be in the news.
Remember,
they're going to start dumping on people.
Out the National Guard in Baltimore during Freddie Gray's killing, and they used to rock some boulders and whatever they could pick up.
Oh yeah,
I know, Brother Shabak. I was just joking, because they're saying that a lot of people are looting after the fire because there were some certain areas that like the safes and stuff that didn't get burnt, and right before those burnt down, they went and got the money and was stealing up in there before they could come back to their houses and get their stuff before the houses burned down. That's what they said on the news yesterday. So that's why they put the National Guards and all the police and stuff out there for that, because they said it would not be tolerated, you know, and stuff like that.
Opportunity, you know.
Yeah, and that's it, Carlton. The purge.
They was leaving their
Welcome
houses
to
and
the
locked and
purge.
leaving. So
Get
yeah.
down them hills, baby. Get down them hills.
Yeah, exactly. You see, now my question is this, people? Now, are they going to do something for the homeless and they're in downtown Los Angeles, like down there on 6th Street, like down there on San Pedro, like that?
Over everything.
What you talking about? They did shit for the homeless then.
The homeless is about to take over the whole city, Shabaka.
Homeless?
Now with all
More power to them.
With that money that they got from all that loot, and there was a gang of them, they said.
They buy drugs and guns.
They probably got all that money about to go buy them a house. That's probably what they said.
Now, keep in mind.
Is Topanga Canyon close to here?
Huh?
Is Topanga Canyon close to here?
Yeah, the Topanga Canyon is the next canyon behind Pacific Palisades. See?
Oh. Remember who bought a house down in that canyon?
They weren't doing shit for the homeless before.
Who that?
Getting rid of them when
Black
the Chinese
Lives Matter.
They sure weren't.
Oh yeah. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. George Soros. They got that mansion out there in Topanga Canyon. Yeah. You see, so what is happening is that okay? Leonard says, "Hell no, they was doing it before." Yeah. You see, so therefore, you got people who is going to be the homeless are usually starting the fires. At least when I lived in LA, they did.
Man,
the homeless are using. Okay, could you be more specific, Carlton? Okay, he says the homeless are starting the fires.
Because turn around, it's always our fault. Watch, just watch.
They probably wanted to making it an experience so that they could go there and loot like they've been doing recently.
Okay, now, keep in mind, people, is my theory is that what they're going to do now, they're going to start busing the homeless out there into the desert, okay, in Death Valley. Let's see, what's this here, January? So in about 6 months, they're going to start busing the homeless out there to the desert.
They're going to, man.
And turn the water off.
The water's already off.
No, but see, but Lady K, let's connect some dots. Well, we took all the fires 6 months ago. Now it's June of 2025, all the way live. So we gotta put you in corrigibles and your inmates out there. We're sending you out there to the desert. They're gonna build it all up, barbed wire, electric fences, and what have you. And turn the water off.
It happens.
Shabaka, every time you speak stuff like this, it comes into existence.
It does. It does.
Damn it, Shabaka. At least we're not there. Pray we're not there. And wiggle out, FBA, wiggle out.
Okay, well, see, this is why I'm a diasporic African. Is because you're going to find out just how much of your black ass of why you are not an American. Watch what I tell you.
In South Central Los Angeles.
Huh?
In South Central
Los Angeles.
Okay, right. Guess what?
Hey,
just like I was telling Dr. Barnes.
Just
like I told Dr. Barnes, okay, is that South Central is not being affected by this is because it's due south. It's due south of all of that. You see what I mean? Okay. Now, what's going to happen is, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a whole lot of these rich folks, right? Yeah. They're going to go down there, buy up all that property. Now they're going to start to rebuild LA project. They're probably going to go in there and tear down the jungles, displace everybody, And then it's going to be hooray for Hollywood.
Yeah. And
Say,
Hollywood. All right, let's get to y'all
see
next.
what I'm saying?
The dump, as in human shit.
He was telling on the news, like, Governor Newsom's a piece of shit. He won't do this, that.
Next few moments, Trump is scheduled to meet with many of the people you see on your screen. I believe these are Republican governors from across the country who are getting ready to be on the same page and shore up a plan for the Trump agenda and the Trump presidency.
And then one poor lady
you see
was on the news,
President-elect
went
Trump
up to Gruesome
walking
Newsom
into
saying that she
his,
lost everything.
stately decorated room there at Mar-a-Lago.
And the homeless were probably paid to do it by the insurance companies.
Hands with those
Well, I can
Republicans as he
understand
prepares
your
to take
theory,
office,
Carlton.
push forward his
I can't see it because you can best
and so we
believe
stand by
the
to see
LAPD,
if Trump
and
will
they're going to
make any
push people
remarks at
out
the
to
beginning
Riverside,
of this
Carlton Way.
dinner, as
And
it has
guess
been
what's in
positioned
Riverside
for the
County,
press on the
people?
Supreme Court decision
The low desert.
denying
You have the high
Trump's
The homeless
desert.
request
got paid
for a
double time.
delay
They got the
in the
loot and they
sentencing
got
in his hush
the
money
money from
criminal case here in New
huh?
York, which is scheduled to take place at 10 a.m. on Friday. We're listening to our legal
Oh God, I would fall out if some white heroin
from
addict
California
was
on
thrown
what
out
this really
sleeping in the
means. We're
fields
also
and
diving
starting
into
the
the Supreme
fires
Court's
behind his
language on
mama's
what is a
mansion.
5-4 decision
Leonard, that holds a whole lot of
to not
water.
intervene and to
And the
allow the
homeless were
sentencing
probably paid
to
to do it
move
by the
forward.
insurance
And we
companies.
certainly do
Carlton Way,
hear
I
from the
doubt that
president-elect
seriously.
when he does make remarks. You see him there now
Yeah, they're
making
going to push
a full
people out
lap
to
around the
Riverside.
room
And guess what
on this
Riverside County
news. What
is,
he was
people?
seeking previous
That
to this
is the low
decision was
desert.
an emergency
Hollywood is getting
reprieve
closed down
from the
anyways.
highest
This is
court
almost a
on
cover
the
fire.
sentencing, which is expected
Hey,
to take place
let the
Friday
Hollywood
morning.
sign burn
And
down. You know what I'm
New
saying?
York judge, Juan Merchan,
I
who
mean,
had
all the way down.
an earthquake brought
to the
it
summer of
down. Rain has
2024,
brought
he
it
had
down.
harsh
You
words
know what
for
I'm
the then
saying?
former president when it came to
And then,
court outbursts and comments made
and look at all
publicly
these
about
sinister,
the jury
look at
and
all
the
these
press. You'll remember there was a
Simon
gag
Bar
order in this
sinister
case as well.
individuals you got
Let's see
of
if we
it.
can listen
And
to
they
what the
sitting up here
president-elect is
laughing
saying.
at these clowns.
All right, this punk is about to talk. See what this got to say.
Say what?
Dun, 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 dun. Jail to the tape. Dun, 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 dun. The Hollywood side is on fire. That is great news.
Who's so loud?
Would you like to ask a couple of questions? You may. We had a very beautiful day celebrating.
Yeah, I got a question. You know, good crooked bastard. When are they going to book your ass?
Funeral.
Never.
And thought it was a beautiful service, and it went very well. And we had some very good victories today, as you probably heard. Go ahead. Any questions, Peter?
Yes, President Trump, just a few minutes ago, the Supreme Court ruled that they are not going to slow down the sentencing. It's on for tomorrow. Now what?
Well, they called for an appeal, and as you know, they acknowledged what the judge said about no penalty, and there's no penalty.
Yeah,
We're going to
right.
appeal anyway, just psychologically, because
Why don't they
frankly,
put
it's
his
a
ass
disgrace.
out there?
It's a judge that
to
shouldn't have been on
work
the
at one of
case.
them fire
He's a
camps.
highly conflicted judge, and and they called for an appeal.
Damn
So I read it,
kangaroo.
and I thought it was a fair
Altadena,
decision,
100
actually.
miles an hour.
So I'll do
Woodland
my
Hills,
little thing
98 miles
tomorrow.
an
They
hour.
can have
Orange
fun
County,
with their
94
political
miles
opponent.
press line.
As you
I
know,
would
I'm
go.
under a gag order from
Now,
a
I
judge.
would
This is the
don't
first.
say people
This was
is
an
where that
attack
old
of a political
bastard by the
opponent.
name of Ronald Reagan
And
is
if you
straight.
take a look at it, I'm not supposed to be talking about it, so I won't. I'm the first president and probably one of the first candidates in history that's under attack with a gag order, where I'm not allowed to speak about something. And they ought to find out what that's all about. And this is a long way from finished. And I respect the court's opinion.
I'm sure it ain't.
I think it was actually a very good opinion for us because you saw what they said.
Yeah.
But they invited the appeal, and the appeal is on the bigger issue. So see how it all works out. I think it's going to work out well. We beat Jack Smith. He's back, I hope, at the Hague, but I don't think he should be there either.
You're a crook.
Puts people in very bad positions, like giving people death penalties. I will tell you, Jackie,
all
he
the
is a
Yassa
disgrace. We won
bosses
all of
like
those
Dan
cases.
Jones,
We
who
won most of
believes
the other
in the
cases where they're
Constitution.
limping along.
And
We've
when
had
is this dumb
a
black
lot
ass
of lawfare. These
gonna
are all
wake the
people that
hell up
understand what's
and
going on
say,
here
guess
very
what,
badly. This was an
nigga,
attack
this does
on the
not
Republican
apply to
Party.
you.
This was
It's
an attack on the
because
Republican
you were never
candidate who
intended
just
and
won an election
cannot
by
be
record numbers,
a
the
damn
highest number of
citizen
Republican
as
votes by
per
far ever
the
gotten.
Dred Scott
And we won
division.
all swing states, 7 swing states. We won the popular vote by millions of people. And this is that was the real
Tell me
vote.
I'm
And I said
lying.
it a long time ago. The real
No,
vote
you ain't lying,
is
brother.
that.
You're
And they
right.
tried to stop that from happening. They tried
He
to stop
probably
this
did.
election from happening, or
He
to
probably
bloody
did. He
somebody up
probably
so
got that whole
badly they couldn't
stash in
win.
there,
And the
man. That
people
was
got it.
hunters. They're gonna give it
And
to the
again,
dumb.
we won by the largest number. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. It was conclusive. It was a
Yeah,
massive,
it's called
they say,
bullshit.
the most consequential
Exactly. Ain't
election in
nobody say
129
nothing like
years.
that.
And these people, the people know
Oh, my
everything.
head.
Everything
Tell
that
me
you're
it's
asking,
rain.
they've been studying this for 2 years as it went along, and hopefully it'll never happen again, an attack on a political opponent. So Peter will be
And the sad part about
appealing the decision. They're asking for an appeal, and that's on the fact, on what's going to happen, much more importantly than
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I know he
Off the
paid
top,
these
you mentioned the
people
Carter
to,
funeral today.
get him
I
out.
was an American. I ain't no African. Oh, I just
You
love
did look
you,
very
dog.
friendly, I must say. I didn't realize it. How friendly it looked.
I got
I
plenty
saw
of
it on
nothing,
your
and
wonderful
nothing is plenty for
network
me.
just a little while ago before I came in,
Yeah.
and I said, boy, they look like two people that like each other, and we probably do. We have little different philosophies, right? But we probably do.
You
I
was
don't know, we just
tweaking
got along.
off
But I
that
got along
stuff
with
last night.
just about
God's an
everybody. On that,
imaginary
we
sniper.
met backstage, as you know,
Well,
before
Yoda,
we went on.
yeah.
And I thought it was a
I
beautiful
had
service,
no
but we all got along very
doubt
well.
that's what
which is
was
good.
happening.
In California,
Yeah.
what specifically do you think Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass could have done differently to prepare for this $50 billion fire?
And, you know, we have great governors in this room, and if you look at the way their states, I think I can say without exception, anybody doing poorly in here? I don't think so. I mean, without exception, we have great governors here that have done a great job with their states. And I don't think, and you'll probably, if there's a weak link, you're going to find it, and you're going to be asking the next question of that person. Gavin Newsom had an opportunity to have millions of gallons a week, a day, millions and millions of gallons come down from the north. And I was able to get him federal approval from that, from the Department of Commerce of all departments. I didn't realize it would go through Commerce. I would have thought environmental, but it goes through Commerce. I got all of the approvals, and he said, I don't want to sign it. I don't want the water. We don't need the water. I said, you need the water. Your reservoirs are empty, the whole place. You need the water. That was 5 years ago.
We don't need
And I
no
had it all
water.
done.
Let the
The work was
air
all done. We sent it to him. He refused to sign it. And if you noticed yesterday, the hydrants were empty. They didn't have any water, many of them. They said 20%, but now I just heard 50%, and now none of them have water. And that fire is still raging. When he turned that down, I was going to give him unlimited water. It would come down. It really comes down from the north, way up north, including parts of Canada.
To drop that.
It's so much water that they wouldn't know what to do with. Just the opposite would have happened.
Whoever his makeup artist is
that's the
getting
reason
fired
that
when he
this happened.
reviews
He
his
wouldn't
hair
do
in his
what we
interview.
wanted. And we're going to force that on him now, but it's very late. Because I think it's one of the great catastrophes in the history of our nation. This is not just in Los Angeles. I've never seen anything like that.
And you see the
Devastation.
Almighty
We're talking
is
about
pushing
homes
more
that cost
wind
200,
over there.
300, 400 million dollars. Nobody's
About
ever seen
285.
anything like it. People that
Toilet
very
water is
influential
more
people
sanitary
worldwide.
than
I
the
don't know that
water
they ever
in
go
the
back
city of
either
Los
because,
Angeles.
you know, they weren't happy with California. They weren't happy with Gavin Newsom. They weren't happy with their whole lifestyle there, with the crime being out of control, all the other problems. They
With
were
the
not happy.
crime being out of
It's
control.
going to be very interesting to
And
see
you
whether or
one
not
of
they're
the
going to build,
biggest
or whether
crooks
somebody
going.
else is going to build and build a much
And
lesser
you
home.
sitting
These were
out
the
there
most expensive
on
homes
TV
outside of Palm Beach
when your
County.
ass
See,
should be
Liz,
sitting
outside
in
of
a
Palm
damn
Beach,
jail cell.
these were the most
Okay.
expensive homes anywhere in the world. And I don't think I think a lot of them are just not going to go back and build it. Plus, they don't want to be part of a construction site. They don't want to, they're building a home, another one's building in front of them, behind them, alongside of them. So I think it's a tragedy. I think it's an incredible tragedy. It's also a tragedy for a tax base.
That's 75%
the governors
alcohol.
know exactly what I'm talking, and I'd like to hear
100 miles an
anybody
hour
talk
up there in
about that. But
Altadena,
if you're the
98 miles
governor
in
of a state and you lost thousands of very rich people that were paying a lot of taxes and weren't happy about what's happened in California, which has all the advantages of greatness, but they've had horrible politicians. I think that Gavin is largely incompetent, and I think the mayor is largely incompetent.
Like Willie
and probably
Brown,
both of them are
like
just
Kamala
stone cold
Harris.
incompetent. What they've done is terrible. Would anybody have a comment on that? Because when you talk about losing the tax base, you're losing a lot. You're going to lose a lot of those people.
And the insurance
Those people
companies
pay
are not
billions of dollars
paying.
in taxes.
Well, you got to keep in mind, people, is that those are millionaires and
they'll be
billionaires that
moving
live
to a lot
out
of your
there.
states.
So
they'll be moving to Florida.
They're living it up, too.
They're going to be moving to, you're going to pick up a lot, Texas. So
down there,
it's a rough
Governor
situation. I've never seen. I think it's one of the
Critical
great
risk.
catastrophes in the history of our country.
Wow.
Not even believable.
President Biden's term almost over. Before he goes, there's talk that he might trade a Gitmo Al-Qaeda detainee, Mohammed Rahim, for 3 American hostages held by the Taliban. Should he do that?
Well, I haven't looked at it. I will be looking at it. They're showing me tomorrow morning. They're showing me that there's a trade on. And trades have not been in favor of the trades they've made, but I'll be taking a look tomorrow.
That
We'll
got
announce
killed in
it.
Niger.
Don Jr.
Well, he
and some of
knew
your
what he
team
was
just got back from
signing up
Greenland.
for.
What's the price
Yeah,
tag?
that's what he said.
Well, maybe no price.
To his wife.
Look, we're going to have to see what happens
And he
because
was crying.
Denmark, we need this for national security.
And
We need Greenland
then
very badly. You look over
the black
Russian
soldier
ships, the
was
Chinese
taken a
ships,
mile away
they're all over the place. They're,
from the other
surrounding. Now they have for a long time.
So what's
and
up
that's a
with
lane.
that?
But
Okay.
we need that for national security. So I don't know that Denmark has any right, title, and interest, and we're going to find that. But I can tell you,
Now
saw
this
the clips that
clown
were
is
released.
talking about he
The
wants to
people
take
of
Denmark.
Greenland would love to become
He wants
a
to
state of the
incorporate
United
Canada
States
as the
of America.
51st state.
We were greeted with
Ladies and
tremendous,
gentlemen, can't you see
love
that
and
this man
affection
is
and
crazy?
respect. The people would like
He
to
had
be a
already
part of
started
the
a war.
United
He's
States.
not even in the
Now,
office
Denmark
yet.
maybe doesn't like it, but then
we
can't be too happy with Denmark, and maybe things have to happen with respect to Denmark having to do with tariffs. Because they have to do this, I think, for the free world. We need that to protect the free world. It's very important, and getting more important every year.
What was
When you were
one of
with
the
all the Republican
charges
senators
against
yesterday in
him
Washington,
when he said
which of
grab
your
women
nominees
by
do
the
they think
you know
are going
what?
to have the hardest time getting
That
confirmed?
is a
We had a
sexual
great
assault.
meeting with almost every senator, Republican senator, and I would say that it was a love fest.
And he
This
probably
is a love
has
fest,
a
too. I believe I'll let you know in
therapist.
about an hour.
Sister Exception.
This is pretty much a love fest. I mean, the
You see what I'm
governors aren't
saying?
exactly chopped liver, right?
You see?
This is a group of people that have
And
done a
then-
phenomenal job, and
This is
especially when you see
incredible.
what's going on in Los Angeles and all. You look at the way they've run.
Oh,
their
don't you,
states, it's
don't
incredible.
tell
I
me
talk
nothing
about
about
it all
Los
the time.
Angeles,
The top
clown. I
25
grew up
states,
there.
I don't believe we have
I'll
any
tell
in
you
the
about
list of
Los
crime.
Angeles.
So every one of them is a Democrat-run state. We want to get along with the Democrats. I'm trying to be nice. We're going into a new term. It's going to be a great time for. I'm going to call it the golden age. I believe we have a chance
Guess
at the
what's
golden
gonna
age of
happen,
America. But I
people?
have to tell you,
Like the
you look
hand
at the
says
crime.
right
It's
there,
all on the
reparations
shoulders
now.
of Democrats and
They're
the way they
gonna
run their
tell you.
states. And
They're
if
gonna
these
get
people
your
ran those states,
sorry,
same people, same
black-ass
everything. When you put these
politicians
people in those states,
is,
you wouldn't have crime like that at all.
we got to put
We've
the
been
money
watching over the last couple weeks. A
in
lot
the
of
FEMA for the
CEOs, including
fires
some who censored
in
you 4
California,
years
so we
ago,
can't give you
have
no
been coming
reparations
down here
money.
basically to kiss
You
the
see what
ring.
I'm saying?
Did they
That's what
change?
they're gonna
Okay,
use
you
that
see
as
the
an
game?
excuse.
Well, maybe we.
Yeah,
evolved.
exactly. Because
They
we got to
gained a
go
lot
out
of
there and
respect.
protect these freaks
I
and
think they looked at the
millionaires
mandate that we
out
got. As you know,
there
we won the
in
popular vote.
Pacific
As I said, we won
Palisades.
all
You
7
see?
swing states. States. I
They
said,
got
well,
the
if Trump
movie
would win,
actors up there
I had to
crying.
win 3.
Oh, I lost
Because
my
I had
house
early voting going on,
and
and
all
we had
that.
3 of them voted, and we won it by a lot. We didn't win it by a little. We won it by a lot. And we won the popular vote by a lot. I think that had an effect.
You
I
can
also
keep
think
in
it's
mind,
like,
Black family,
let's get something
they
done.
ain't gonna
You look
do
at what
shit
happened with
for
Facebook
reparations
today and
for
yesterday,
us.
what they announced. That was a big
Gruesome Newsom, with your apology for slavery, roll it up, use it for shit paper,
I call them the
because it's not worth the paper it's written
a lot
on.
of times. But you went
What'd
from
you
the
say, yo?
unlocked
He said
boxes
from your
into
pimp days,
a statement yesterday that's really talking about free speech. What a difference that is. And so we appreciate that.
Free speech, what's that?
I think they've gained a lot of respect.
When we
We've had
criticize free speech,
everybody.
what do we
Jeff
get
Bezos
told?
came, Bill
You
Gates came,
violated
Mark
community
Zuckerberg came.
standards.
Many of them came
Free
numerous times.
speech.
The bankers
When they
have all
talk
come.
about free
Everybody's
speech, they're talking
coming.
about free speech
I haven't
for
had
white people, like
anybody
the
saying
KKK,
anything
like
bad
they can
about
say
me.
that
I'm
they
not
can
used to it.
about black people.
But
When it comes to us, oh,
a
you
lot
can't
of it's
teach
respect.
that.
I
You
think
can't
they
teach the
respect the
truth about
Republican Party.
slavery.
The
That's
Republican
hate.
Party has become a much
Shut
bigger
up.
party.
Exactly.
It's become a party for the worker.
Well, that's hate
If you
speech.
look at
You see
all
what
the
I'm
union
saying?
votes that I got, and when I say I, it's really all of us together because it's a whole thing. But we won the Teamsters. We did great with the auto workers. We did, all heavily union and non-union
I
states.
was
We
just
won
out
by
here
a lot.
like
Florida
Mac
is an
Dre.
example. We won by
Yeah.
millions of votes, the highest vote
See?
ever gotten. And
Look at that.
it's been a great period of time.
Critical race.
Ton of world leaders
Well,
have
in
called you as well. We
1965,
understand still no call with
they had a saying
All
called
right, a
"Burn,
number of
baby,
topics
burn."
there addressed by President-elect Donald
And,
Trump in West Palm Beach at Mar-a-Lago ahead of meeting with Republican governors, beginning with a reaction to the
just
Supreme
look at
Court's
these type
decision
of
not to intervene
Negroes
in the
that
sentencing
they're putting
of
up there
his
in
hush
front
money
of you.
case.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You see, it is sad, 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 sad. You see what I'm saying? All right, and you got Fat Joe booted from the BET Awards. Now, black people, the BET Awards are not black owned. Understand?
Not no
They
more,
are not black owned. Now, when you had old house nigga who sold BET, I got $2 billion, massa. I'm buying United Airlines. Hey, man, you want to get your black ass up out of here? This does not concern you. You see what I'm saying? Now, Tyler Perry wearing all them dresses. You see what I'm saying?
He lost it.
Okay, so you see what's happening here, people, is that they want the black male to be totally effeminized. You see what I'm saying? They want the black woman, excuse my language, ladies, to be professional bed wenches. And guess where the place where they go? You guessed it, right there at the Pacific Palisades. Right there at the Woodland Hills.
Is off the hook in the New York hush money case. Judge Juan Merchan, just within the past couple of minutes, sentencing Trump to unconditional discharge. That means he won't face any jail time, any fines, any penalties of any kind in that case. The judge saying that this ruling on the sentencing is due to the president-elect's status as president-elect. He said Donald Trump, the ordinary citizen, and Donald Trump, the criminal defendant, would not be entitled to such considerable protections. Trump himself, speaking to the court today remotely, said this has been a political witch hunt. In this case, he said it was done to damage my reputation, so I would lose the election. The judge then going on to sentence him to unconditional discharge on all 34 counts of falsifying business records that he was sentenced to last year. And David, as the judge produced this sentence, he said to the president-elect, "I wish you Godspeed for your second term in office." Back over to you guys.
There go them kangaroo courts, Shabaka.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Now, so there once again,
courts, Shabaka. There goes your kangaroo courts.
I knew it last night when I was looking at this bullshit. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They're making it more convenient. Now, the cold part about it is, you saw him and old Barack Obama at Jimmy Carter's funeral, sitting up there chopping it up, skinning and grinning. Old Sambo, you know what I'm saying? Now, old Sambo, you can't do no finger wagging at me, man. You can't do no finger wagging at me. Ghana citizenship. Wait a minute. What happened there? So Karen Bass was over there in Ghana. Okay. When she got word. So they're going to come down on Karen Bass for visiting her ancestral land. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? And they're going to have a Negro do it.
Yeah.
See, Karen Bass returns in shame. See, look what white folk is already saying about her. Now, Brother Che, where's her FBA status on that?
He wasn't black first to begin with.
Of course she was.
And she's married to a Hispanic. So, I mean.
Well, that explains everything. You see what I'm saying? That explains everything. You see? We all the same. I want to be just like you, bow. You the bow. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
Yeah, they get exactly what they deserve.
For you, a successful entrepreneur or one in training, you've got the vision, but do you have the right partner?
Later for the commercial. We don't care about your website, lady. Check out Frontline Black News, okay? You know, Shabaka'S Blacc experience enhanced, crashed, and burned.
I want you to watch the folks. And it's not just the folks. You're going to see some Arabs in there and others, but they're getting their citizenship too in Ghana. What is going on? How all the white people getting citizenships? Let's go ahead and cue this up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cue up the folks.
Okay, neo-colonialists. Yeah, neo-colonialists.
Congratulations.
Neo-colonialists. And you're not an African.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Now, what's Bill going to say about this?
White people also, they are here for the same thing. How we got to know is that we interviewed one person and he said so. This is really surprising.
Oh, they went all the way devil.
Look at this.
Blonde hair and blue eyes.
Look at this.
Next step is for them to take
So
over
what
the
is
night.
over there that all these white people want? GOLD. Okay?
See, I will apply you. I will apply for citizenship, but I don't understand. Congratulations.
Look at this. Love and slave master again. Yes, sir, Max 285. The selling out continues. The selling out continues.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You know what this reminds me of, Brother Shabaka?
What's
It
that,
reminds me of
man?
that time when our brother Malcolm X, may Allah be pleased with him, went over to overseas to go to the holy city Mecca to make Hajj, and he met that white man. And I find it kind of funny how the CIA after that was following him around in Egypt, Africa, and all over holy city Mecca. And right after he got back, he got shot to death.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, like the video that, the video that Dick Gregory did.
Let me go up there. Let me back up right here. It was repeating itself.
This is sickening.
Y'all check that out.
Up there loving your colonizer. You see what I mean? Boss, we sick. Okay. But like Idi Amin Dada said, okay, they called him a dictator and all this old type of stuff. They said Idi Amin got VD. Idi Amin said, yeah, I got VD because I'm very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, yo, that's diabolical.
Well, you know, let me talk about this footage. Some people is going to be very upset with that footage. Some people may not care at all. And I'm not really talking about the people who don't care at all. I'm not talking about the people who has no desires to be in the African continent. But even if they don't have a desire to be in the African continent, they surely don't like that footage that they just saw. I saw one person who said this and repeat their comment. Damon says, wait, the same people who say go back to Africa, but they are going to Africa themselves. Bingo. I told you that the first time
because they want the resources, Uncle Phil. They want the gold. They want the diamonds. They want the bauxite.
All of them was going the same place I was going. It wasn't no pit stop in Europe. It wasn't no pit stop in China. Everybody was going to Ethiopia. And they had way more of them on the planes than they had FBAs or any kind of other person from the diaspora. I can tell you that. That's why I remember filming that. And I was shocked to see that because like y'all, they say, wait a minute, they tell us to go back to Africa and all this other stuff, but yet they go to Africa way more than we do.
Because to get the resources, Uncle Phil, get it right, man. Tell the damn truth. They go in there to get the resources.
The first time I went to South Africa, oh my God, don't even talk about South Africa. And you fly to Cape Town, you really gonna see the plane full of them, right? Everywhere I've been in the continent, they have been there. When you get there, they have no problem being in the African country. They don't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, I heard I'll never forget that. I was in Table Mountain in Cape Town, and they had this white family. I was acting with my family, but I overheard them saying, "Oh my God, I love this place. It's like the sun is different, the food is so good. I don't want to leave here. This is just way better." And I think it was like from somewhere in Europe. I heard the accent. They prefer being in South Africa than being in Europe. And they get there and they just be so happy and they want to wear the clothes, they want to eat the food,
because
they want to do
the
all
diamonds, the gold,
and they spend a lot of money in
silicon,
tourism in the African continent.
Bauxite,
I've seen it with my own two eyes.
The chrome.
You talking about doing tours, you go market a tour to the folks. Them folks will get the tour like that. All you gotta get the folks what they normally like a safari and some sightseeing and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the folks will eat it up right then and there.
Remember Beth McCann said
that. But I used to be like some people in the chat. Man, what they doing there? This and the third. But then later on, you know, as you get older, you get wiser. Few things. Number one, their government is giving them citizenship and they applying. Now, a lot of these people from the look up,
they're on puppet strings, like they business Uncle people. Phil, get it right.
You can't get citizenship in a lot of countries through business investment.
They on puppet strings, get it right.
If you just go, you know, I read the law in South Africa. If you go create a business and you can get a business visa, then eventually you can go through the process to get a citizenship, but it's going to run you, I think, total up to $7,000 US. From what I read. Now, if you have your business in South Africa, you pay the $7,000 at least on business. Now, you marry somebody, it's different, but let's just say the straight business. Then you can get a citizenship that way, right? Some of these people have opened businesses, and when people say, well, what are they doing there? Well, if you're the kind of person, I ain't trying to go to no Africa, I don't want nothing to do with it. Well, somebody gonna go. I'm telling you what I seen. The Chinese and different Asian groups gonna go. The Arabs are gonna go. The whites is definitely gonna go.
I just started my journey.
While you sit in America talking about what they doing, now why you say now why I'm fine with it? Because they fine with it. I don't fuss about too much with the folks about South Africa. I let Renelle and the lady talk about that. They're South African. I let Buyo talk about that. She's South African, right? Because how I look at their system, I don't really like how the folks move over there. I'm more like Julius Malema on those thought process. But I also looked at how a lot of them rejected Julius at the same time. Now I know some of them say his open border policy kind of did him in. I understand why, but still, he can correct that and keep moving. Because Julius, when he cooking, I'm like, man, Julius is right.
What's so funny, Leo? I want to laugh too.
But I let them kind of do their thing. I don't say much. I ain't there to crusade. You wouldn't be there to crusade either. We gonna crusade. We crusade in the United States of America. Well, we have rights. Well, we have our families, lineage, or whatever. Yeah, not to say you can't go to Ghana and get a citizenship. Now, I saw somebody mention Dr. Umar's name.
Believe in murderous ass police. Yeah, you go on a crusade,
I guess y'all
brother.
need to share that video with Dr. Umar and see what he says. Because Dr. Umar just got his citizenship in Ghana. So maybe he could go over there and help correct that. I don't know what Dr. Umar is going to do. But the folks are getting their citizenship. I tell black folk, you should try to get you a dual citizenship. You know, like these people. These people are going to do like everybody else. They're going to get their citizenship, and then they're going to go right back to their homeland where they come from, like America or whatever. But yet they can come into the country with no visa. They can stay there. They can establish, business, whatever. Because I've always said this. I think that what we should do as Black Americans is establish relationships with people that want to establish relationships with us, of course.
I stand on that square.
Trade, do business with each other, and get the plug on some of them resources, get the plug on just different things. We get the plug on.
Let your black ass get no plug on the resources, nigga. That's why them crackers is going over there to get it. Wake the fuck up.
It helps us do what we do here. Because
I just get tired of this brain dead bullshit right here.
And so they want to work with us.
And the older I'm getting,
you just got to go establish something. Like if you go over there and establish a business, no matter what it is, I don't care if you open up a soul food restaurant. Trust me, they need some soul food restaurants over there because they don't have things like that. And boy, you'll pack it out with our good FBA food. I'm telling you, and also the FBAs that staying in places, they would be there all day long.
Nigga, you sick.
Pork chops.
You go open up a soul food spot. I keep telling people that all the time. Say, bro, y'all people that cook, y'all need to go open up soul food. Y'all need to go open up some Louisiana food spots. But I'm not talking about the white Louisiana. I'm talking about the black Louisiana, right? Go open up some of them spots like over there. Like man, they wouldn't get it. They couldn't get enough of it. They really couldn't. But if we don't be there, or not you, but if the people that don't want to be there, somebody gonna be there. Somebody gonna get those resources. Somebody gonna get those opportunities. Somebody's gonna take advantage of the currency exchange over there.
I can't take it no more, man. The man full of shit. They've been getting the damn resources, man, since the 1600s.
And you got money coming from the U.S. You open a business over there. You can hire people. You actually can hire way more people to work in your business over there than you can do here. You can probably get a couple of employees, 2-3 employees for the price of one over here. And you know the way it is in business, the more employees, the more money you're going to make eventually, right? So, people them folks ain't staying out of Africa. So either you go over there with them and see where you can get in, where you can fit in at. Now, we always have opportunities to go. Like I say, of course, going to Ethiopia in March. Other tour companies are possibly negotiating or see what we can negotiate. I know the Real South Africa is kind of talking again. So we'll see what happens, right? We always have opportunity for people to go. That's how we started it. Say, okay, you want to go, you can go. You can go with like-minded people, right? But just think about it, because everybody else is going. Trust me. And you can be FBA and represent FBA all day long. Everywhere you are in the world, you're FBA. Remember that. Okay,
I'm a diaspora African. You remember that?
Oh man, you Black American? Oh shoot! And they really
talking
to you, asking you 1,000 questions. Even not in the African continent. You can go to the Asian countries. You can go to a certain place in Latin America. They start finding out you FBA. Man, everybody knows talking.
But
you really see that you're more respected outside of America than in it. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. I've got way more respect as an FBA outside this country than in it. So I don't take issue with it anymore. I don't, because they going and you can't sit in America complain saying why they going. Well, why don't you go? That's why I'm at with it. All right. Now let's get to the next person I want to talk to. Oh yeah, Kellen is posting about the Ethiopia trip that's coming up in the end of March in the chat. And yeah, if you want to pay in full, hey, you can come on to Ethiopia too, right?
Well, wait a minute.
Uncle
Phil. Hey, Sister Hatshepsut, guess what? He just gave himself up.
The next thing I want to talk about, ladies.
He just gave himself
up. I can talk about that all day, but
what this Negro is doing
I don't
right
really harp on certain things anymore.
To go over there to the motherland.
Years, like I told y'all, certain things I'm just not going to talk about. I may touch on it here and there, but I'm not going to talk about it because I think I talked about enough things.
I know.
And over the years, and if you ain't got it by now,
I just saw through it. Now tell me I'm wrong.
If you ain't got it by now, you just not going to get it. It's just that simple.
Yeah, see, I just
saw
through
Ethiopia.
Cayman.
White, they keep it flat out.
Well, I know Liberia is the only country that them folks cannot become a citizen of. Liberia, but from what I was told, FBA
Liberia,
helped establish that constitution.
Liberia.
So Liberia is the only country in the African continent that they cannot.
Google,
you have to be of African descent.
What do you mean, man?
Citizen of Liberia.
Do you mean, Google? Hey,
okay?
Please specify.
And them folks want that change, of course, but they say, nah, we good. You can't be a citizen here.
Somali Phil is a shit.
All right. So the girl Karen Bass.
Yeah. I just saw
about her.
Yeah, I just saw through his bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? I just saw through it.
Now, Karen Bass, she don't do nothing for FBAs in Los Angeles. Karen Bass didn't do nothing for FBAs while she was in
joke, man. Now that I agree with you on.
But she ended up becoming the mayor of Los Angeles. Sheila Jackson Lee, may she rest in peace. She wanted the same exit strategy. She wanted to become the mayor of Houston. She lost that election, but at the same time, Sheila Jackson Lee, did have pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, Sheila Jackson Lee.
She didn't say anything. The lady should not have been running. Just be honest with you, at that time period, she should scare her health.
Support Trump, nigga. You ain't fooling.
What she ended up doing was losing the election, and she actually reapplied to run for Congress again. That was interesting, but she ended up passing away before the election. Former mayor of Houston, Sylvester Turner, took her place, and I think he was reelected in that position. And Sylvester Turner was sick for a while too, and we always say that, like why is
$5 bill right here?
Why you can't turn the reins over at least to Gen X?
With my little $5,
at least
within a year.
I know Gen Z is not thinking about it, but Gen Z is at that point where they politically engage and they're ready to go and they sharp. Gen Z too. But definitely, Gen X millennials, like, why isn't that
talking about you one of them kind of
be
folks?
a Gen X or millennial take that spot?
No.
But
just like President Museveni that told Biden's representative
just went to Ghana herself.
Well, you got to embrace
using Ghana
the rainbow flag, otherwise we cut off your aid.
State
what did Museveni
burning
say?
Up her city is burning up with all these wildfires. So they caught Karen Bass at the airport
and leave.
To ask her about that. Why can't Karen Bass just respond to this? Interesting response to me.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent when their homes were burning?
This fell open. You know
what I'm saying?
Do you need us to show you through the fucking door? Take the spot.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today?
Mouth fell open, like old Sambo.
Elon Musk.
Well,
says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
We got to go with the alphabetized agenda and President Museveni.
Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
Kenyatta, Toto Sambo, you got to shake the spot.
No apology for them?
Anything.
Do you think you should have been in Ghana while this was unfolding back home?
She didn't say anything, y'all.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I wouldn't have said anything too. I would have told her, man, get up out my face. So she decides to visit her ancestral land, but the city of Los Angeles is up with her because she's not over there, bailing out billionaires.
Madam Mayor, let me ask you just again, have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
No, I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen. Within
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens today as you return to deal with the catastrophe.
They're gonna recall
All right,
her.
ladies and gentlemen, Karen Bass did not say a word. She didn't say a word. Now, it was reported that, can you give me a second?
Yeah, Uncle Phil, you told on yourself, man.
Yeah.
You told on yourself, Uncle Phil.
Okay, I thought it was something else.
Yeah, Uncle
All right.
Phil,
So,
yeah, you told on
Karen
yourself,
Bass
man.
ended up cutting $20 million from the fire department budget. Now, emergency services like the fire department, we don't need to be cutting that, especially living in an area where you have wildfires. That's like the last people I want to cut if I want to cut a budget.
First place, you got to
any kind of emergency
understand.
services.
Okay, freeze Uncle Phil for a minute. I
don't
got to
really
enlighten
have an
people on
issue of-
something, Brother Che, if you would, please. First place, you got to understand that the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, okay, is a $1 trillion organization in the city of Los Angeles. You see what I'm saying? See, Brother Che, that's why in 1915 they built that dam there, man, that steal all y'all's water, man, from the Colorado River. Plus that, man, they need some more water in the Colorado River. When y'all snow gonna melt so they can hijack more of your water. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's a multi-billion-dollar organization, people. Now, also, too, what Dr. Phil don't know, now you should know about this here, Lady Check. The mayor of Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, is a figurehead. She cannot give no executive orders to no police, to no fire department, to no Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, no sanitation department, no transportation department. What's that other? And we ain't going to talk about the department that made Rodney King famous, okay? What happens is in the city of Los Angeles, people, the power rests for the city's departments with their commissions. Repeat, with their commissions. It is the police commission that directs policy. It is the commissioners of Department of Water and Power that directs policy. Johnny Kaufman, before he got famous, he used to sit on the Department of Airports commission. Keep in mind, yes, folks, the city of Los Angeles has a Department of Airports, which controls Los Angeles International Airport. You're going to love this, Brother Che. It also controls Van Nuys City Airport, where P. Diddy bailed that morning and got on his private jet when Diddy bailed. Okay, he went to the Van Nuys Airport. That there is controlled by the City of Los Angeles Airport Commission. Also, too, the airport in Ontario, California, which is a whole different city together, and I think it's even in San Bernardino County, if I'm not mistaken. The LA Department of Airport Commissions run that. So really, people, Karen Bass is just a figurehead like Uncle Tom Bradley was. You see what I'm saying? This is how the city charter is set up in the city of Los Angeles. You see what I mean? Okay, so which means is the people that they ought to be coming down on is not Karen Bass. It should be the commissioners of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, the commissioners of the Los Angeles City Fire Department. Those are the ones they need to put in the hot seat. You know, hey, I don't mind Karen Bass going to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to sit up there and you're going to get crackers. Huh?
I mind it because she's not doing it for the reasons you think she's doing it for, Shabaka. She's doing it to sell tourism to Ghana.
Okay, probably. Oh, that's a safe bet, Brother Che. That's a safe bet. You know, I can't argue with that. You know, that sounds reasonable.
She's not going there to reconnect with nothing. She's going there to get a business going between LA and Ghana. Like some shit type of program.
Okay. Now, Brother Che, now I'm sure Lady Che will agree with me on this. She would do better of going into Mexico and making Mexico City a sister city with Los Angeles. They're saying because California, Arizona, New Mexico, great state of Texas, down there, good in the bird. all that used to be Mexico at one time, including the
and
state
they
that I'm
lost
sitting
the
in too.
war,
Nevada
and they got
as well
money
too.
for that land, so they got paid for that land.
Okay, now
more than they got paid.
Funny you should say that, because out there near Hollywood and North Hollywood, as a matter of fact, when you go by the North Hollywood Metro Rail station, right, there's a plaque that sits right there that says this is the spot where they signed the treaty in 1847 to end the war between the U.S. and Mexico. So then what had happened for a year, California was its own republic. And you know, Lady Che, when you see the state flag of California, it says California Republic on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it was its own country until, guess what?
1814.
No, when they gold in them there hill up there at Sutter's Mill. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in El Dorado County, up there by Placerville, commonly referred to as Hangtown. And I got acquainted with the sheriff up there one day in El Dorado County. He came up to me with no nonsense. He says, you got to get up out of here. And I said, yo, deputy, you want me out of here by sundown? He said, that would be nice. And he wouldn't smile. I said, deputy, ain't this here where they had the hanging judge? He said, yeah. This is where you got the hangman's tree up there? He says, yes, sir. California State Historical Landmark of a dummy up there hanging by his neck. I sent you the picture. And I say, deputy, I'm up out of here. You don't ever have to worry about me coming back here. And he wasn't joking.
All right.
When that cracker said, be out of here by sundown, oh, yeah, he was dead serious. Oh, yeah. So in the city limits, where it says 45 miles an hour, I'm giving them 40, 44. When they got to the freeway, you know what I'm saying? I got in the left lane and I floored that vehicle to the highest legal speed in California, which is 70 miles an hour in the left lane. I'm getting up out of there real fast. Wow, wow, where? Wow, wow, where? Yeah. Yeah, they named that TV series in the 1960s, right? The Wild Wild West. It's wild. It's crazy. San Francisco, the Barbary Coast, as in barbarians. As in barbarians. Nah,
May I say something?
Yes,
ma'am. So, and then we got to wrap this up.
Okay, I was just going to say real briefly, it's not fair for us who deserve reparations in America, who desire to go back to the motherland. Like you said, they're always asking us to go back to Africa, you know, and then I think that just because they got money, you know, to get citizenship in Ghana, like I seen some pale skin, blonde hair, blue eye, you know, like I said, it's a setup because I think they just want to take over. You know, because the same way they planned Malcolm X's death after he left from Hajj in the holy city Mecca, and they killed him right after he seen them white people, and they was following him around. They was even in the mosque with him. We don't allow white people in our mosques in the Nation of Islam.
Right.
They're not allowed to come up in there. They can't become Muslim. They can't do jack, and it's not going to happen because the same plan that they do when they left security is the same plan they have for us. So I don't trust none of them.
I agree with you, sister. You're right. You see what I'm saying? And then to prove your point even more so, sister, okay, like when I talk about stuff that I've lived through, just like Dr. King has said, okay, is that I led our people into a burning house with integration. This is the side effect of it that you're seeing right here. Just like what Uncle Phil just told you right there. Just like what's going over there in Ghana, you see. But Brother Che does have a point, sister, that I have to give him on. It's these tethers. You see what I'm saying? The agents of the colonialists, which are neo-colonialists.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And then I was up there praising Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso to find out that he's backpedaling as well too. But guess what? Thomas Sankara didn't backpedal, and you saw what they did to Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara wasn't even 45 years old.
Thomas Sankara and the rest of them revolutionaries in Africa at the time didn't even do what they did.
Yeah, but once again, though, Brother Che, Thomas Sankara had said the same thing that Muammar Gaddafi said before they killed him. Guess what? We are going off of the American dollar, and we're setting up our own currency that's going to be backed by our own gold. Why do you think, they going over there trying to get their gold? They're trying to get all of Africa's gold. Leave Africa alone. You keep raping Africa.
That's stay out of our countries.
And then you
back to Europe.
Yes, ma'am. And you're wondering why you got these huge fires out there where all the millionaires is?
Mm-hmm.
People, don't you know that the earth is a living being? Okay, planet Earth. You want to extort my resources. You want to mess up my ecology. You want to put this radiation shit in the ocean. Guess what I'm kicking back? Cancer. Okay.
It's your boy.
AIDS. Yeah, Dr. Umar, yeah. Yeah, we've had him on our platform. Mm-hmm.
He said he's proud Ghanaian.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what he needs to start doing is start giving some lectures, get them white folks up out of there. Let's see, because they need us. We don't need them. They need us. You see what I'm saying?
They got, you see all them crackers that got dual citizenship out there?
Right. You see, that's the problem right there, because them crackers are not coming there to help Ghana. Them crackers is coming there to help France. They're coming to help England. They're coming to help Canada. They're coming to help the United States. They're going to help Portugal. They're going to help the Netherlands. They're going to help Germany. They're going to help Belgium. You see what I'm saying? In other words, man, they're getting their heads bumped.
But we still ain't got no school. Where is the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for Boys? It's been 12, 13 years.
And you want to know something, Brother Che? Yeah, you got a point on that, man, because there's a whole lot of people, man, that got upset that they had donated to that platform.
I donated like $60 to the damn school back in 2016. I could have used that money to see Dr. Frances Cress Wilson before she transitioned.
I was in Oakland one day, right? And there was a sister over there, Brother Che, on Fruitvale and what is that daggone street? Okay, Fruitvale and MacArthur. Okay. Yeah, so there was a sister, that had up her African shop, and the white boy says, walking past there, talking to his white woman, she ain't no African, and this, that, that, the other. I said, excuse me, man, why she ain't?
Who's that? Who is that on the screen? Who are those two elderly black women on the screen?
Okay, those are the last two survivors of the Tulsa situation, of the Tulsa massacre. The Black Wall Street survivors. And as you know, Brother Che, I visited the Black Wall Street, and you could feel it in the air. And I even saw the name of a business
in California and being looted, but they burnt and looted and bombed Black Wall Street, and the two remaining survivors still can't get compensation.
Ain't that the truth? Teach on that,
yeah, and what they're doing is, Sister Head Sapsuit and Brother Che, they're waiting for the law of biophysics, for these sisters to transition, and more power to them, more power to the spirit. Okay, another one, they put voodoo spells on her and poison her. Okay, please specify, Yoda.
He's talking about the black women that gone over to Ghana and they ended up mysteriously dead. The FBA
I had hella dank. So I was like, okay, whatever you say, but Ghana is a death trap. Okay. They already killed what? I had hella dank, so I was like, okay, whatever you said, bud. And then, okay, Yoda, and you put another comment up there, said, yep, they pulled me over and made up a story about selling fireworks. Okay, where was this at, Yoda?
He talking about the LA.
Sounds like Los Angeles.
Yeah, he talking about the lap dogs.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Ghana is a death trap. Okay, please specify. They already killed 3 who fell for that BS. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Well, like I said, sir, for me to call myself an American, then I might as well go tell the raping, slave trading pedophiles that own my family I'm still their nigga. The whole village looted their house and everything, and nobody seen shit to let them tell it. Okay. All right. Elements of neocolonialism. Elements of colonialism.
You can tell out to the Arabs too, if you claim in Africa, because that's who controlled Africa for thousands of years prior to the European. So you can tell them that too. The whole village looted her house, and everyone and everybody, and nobody seen it to tell them, to let them tell it. So these supposed to be your fellow diasporic Africans. You think you're going over there to rebuild, come together with the mama land, and the whole village where you staying at burns and loots your house, and everybody acts like nothing happened. That sounds like what they did over here with the clan rise.
Okay, so they've been infiltrated, brother.
Another
one they put voodoo spells on her and poisoned her. Okay.
Jermaine
will say anything. I went to school. What?
He's talking about Umar. He went to school with Dr. Umar. That's Jermaine. Jermaine
okay.
Umar's real name.
You mean his slave name is Jermaine? He's Cuban and black, by the way. A whole tether.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, sir, is that Cuba has offered sanctuary to our sister down there until she dies.
Yeah.
Okay. Most people don't know that.
He's saying that he has no alliances. He's not aligned with us at all. And again, diasporic African all you want. The fact remains the diaspora is not fucking with us. They're not cool with us.
Okay, that there, Brother Che, is from neo-colonialism. That is from the neo-colonialists. Oh, yes. Jermaine is Umar Johnson. Okay, well, I will refer to him as Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And then riddle me this. Tell me here in the United States and Europe of how much these white folks love us. Tell me that. That's precisely my fucking point.
And our point is they don't love us in Africa either.
Sir, as Dr. Marimba Ani said, all of this is part of the Ma'afa. The Ma'afa is a disaster so bad it's beyond description, okay? The reconnection will be painful. I won't be around to see it. You see?
Yeah, but we will be, Shabaka, and we telling you it is real. They are not messing with us.
Sir, I'm not denying of what you're saying, okay? My advice to your generation is this. You better watch these white folks, man, when the regime takes over.
There's two.
Well, these tethers are agents of the colonialists. This is why they are referred to as neo-colonialists.
Shabaka, do you remember this picture on the screen?
Yes. Hold on, I had to turn down this idiot box. And then your boy there, Uncle Phil, he just exposed himself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you remember this
Okay, now let me see here. Now this picture here.
Yes, ladies, hey.
Okay, who's in that photo right there?
I was hoping you knew.
Okay, because looking at the car, This is definitely something, man, out of the early 1960s civil rights era.
And
Okay, 1961. And Hamilton Holmes, the first black students enrolled at the University of Georgia, was suspended. Okay. This was after thousands of white people violently rioted. Okay, now see, look at this right here. So, with these white people having a cohesiveness here in the United States, you don't think they got that same cohesiveness with their European counterparts? You don't think they ain't got that same cohesiveness with those British, those French, and those Belgians?
No, they have it. The problem is we don't have it. The diaspora doesn't have cohesiveness.
Sir, okay, that's part of the Ma'afa. Okay, I agree with you, Brother Che. I agree with you, Brother Che.
That's the root cause. But what's the solution to it? Because you keep talking about African and you a diasporic African. Leave it alone.
The root cause of it, Brother Che, is this is why we got to build up our own businesses, man, to make the reconnection. It's probably going to take about 3 or 4 generations. You know, do let me say that.
Build businesses over there. You heard the whole sister talk about the whole town. The brother was saying, Leonard was saying, they burnt the whole sister's house to the ground. Africans. Diasporic Africans.
On the puppet strings of the colonialists. You are not addressing that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
you
are not
addressing the fact of how these colonialists are controlling this shit. Just like Uncle Phil right there exposed himself. He's one of them neo-colonialists. Why do you think he's coming up there? Foundational Black American. Man, take your black ass to Los Angeles. As a matter of fact, you call yourself a goddamn American. Take your black ass up there take your black ass in the Woodland Hills right now. And watch what the LAPD do to you, man.
And take your ass to Aquafina and watch what they do to you.
No, don't take your black ass up there. Let's all go up there to Woodland Hills right now. Let's all go up there to Woodland Hills right now and look how the damn LAPD treated.
Right, let's not say we did and hang up the phone. How about that?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shabaka should do a show on the Ma'afa. It's a real good information. Okay, now Yoda. Okay, I got to go pull up Dr. Ani's material because I had a book, man, and somebody stole it. You know what I mean? But we are the children of the Most High. We have no allies. Okay.
We don't have no allies.
We don't even have allies amongst ourselves here in the United States. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Lower your volume.
See?
No point in arguing this at all.
But I tell you one damn thing, who ain't your ally? This circus that's getting ready to start on January the 20th, you know what I'm saying? You know, they damn sure ain't your allies. They go, and you saw they kicked old Uncle Ben Carson to the curb. They kicked old Stymie to the curb.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call myself an American. Get the fuck out of here.
You were born in America. Like it or not, Shabaka, you were born in America. You wasn't born in Ghana. You wasn't born in Nigeria. You wasn't born in Kenya. You weren't born in Tanzania. You was born in the United States.
Just like your ancestors, just like my ancestors, okay, that took that boat ride. You see what I'm saying? That took that boat ride.
What ancestors? What were their names? How many generations do you got to go back to even find your ancestors that supposedly came from Africa and landed in Mobile Bay?
They did. Because I can't speak for you, brother, but I know one damn thing about me. I can't take no damn cold. It's, what, 48 degrees out here, man. I got to go put long johns on.
It was 14 degrees last night here. I know how to dress. I know how to prepare myself for the elements. I was out in them so long. I know how to prepare this.
Yeah, I can't deal with it, brother. I cannot deal with no cold. You see what I mean?
And the whole South is cold right now, Shabaka. The whole South. I'm talking about Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina.
I've been to South Carolina. I've been through the great state of Georgia. I went down there to Augusta, GA, saw James Brown Boulevard. I've been through Florida.
40s. I think it dropped into the 30s. It might actually snow in Texas. When is the last time that's ever happened?
Yeah, they're going to lose their orange crop down there too. And Florida does have better orange juice than California, I must admit. Okay. But at the same token, okay,
so
you can sit up there.
The cold, but the South is dealing with the cold right now.
Then that's some climate change. And I'm expecting another earthquake in California.
Oh, you know that the undersea volcano is erupting right now as we speak off the coast of Oregon.
Okay, and all that there, Brother Che, like I told you, as that there is the ring of fire that goes around the whole Pacific Rim. You see what I mean? So, yeah, because they have quakes in Alaska and what have you. And like I said, anytime that you go above a 6, okay, don't drink no water. You better go out there, buy you some water, steal you some bottled water and stuff like that. Don't drink no water after an earthquake. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah.
All right, so we got to wrap this thing up.
Yes,
so close the statement, Sister Hesep.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to state that our enemy is a devil, white man and woman, not ourselves. That's just part of the Willie Lynch plan for us to disunite amongst ourselves. And then I also wanted to read on page 301 to 30, from 300 to 301 out a message to the black man. It states, there is no doubt about it. We who were brought here to the Western Hemisphere by the white slave masters of our fathers can bear witness that this is the most evil people that we have ever experienced. Today, the wickedness of this civilization has become so great and fair seeming to the original people of the earth. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out. And then I just wanted to recite Lost File Muslim lesson number 2, question and answer number 39, our supreme wisdom. Now tell us what you hope to live to see the day that the devils will take the devil, that the gods will take the devil into hell in the very near future. Yes, I fast and pray, Allah, in the name of his prophet, W.D. Farad, that I see the hereafter when Allah in his own good time takes the devil off our planet. Okay? And the number 40 says, what will be your reward in regards to the restriction of the devil? Answer, peace and happiness. Finally, I will give all I have and all within my power to see this day, for which I have waited 379 years. And then just briefly, I want to touch on that about the removal of the devil on this planet. In Surah 99 in my Holy Quran, it states, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, when the earth is shaken with her shaking, and the earth brings forth her burdens, and man says, what has befallen her, on that day she will tell her news, as if thy Lord had revealed to her. On that day, men will come forth in sundry bodies, that they may be shown their works. So he who does an atom's weight of good will see it, and he who does an atom's weight of evil will see it. So that's going on right now. I find it rather interesting how in Tibet, they had a full-blooded earthquake that hit the entire Tibet about 1 to 2 days before the fires hit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I just want to get that out there.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's real talk. And that is real talk.
And sharing that beautiful knowledge with our people, letting us know that prophecy is in the process of being fulfilled right now as we speak.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Lady Che, what is closing statement.
Thank you for that. That was good. What is mine? Nothing. We got to get ready for this Zoom thing we have in like 30 minutes. I just want to say thank you everybody for coming. I lost my voice. Y'all have a safe weekend, and we'll see y'all for Frontline Black News.
Yeah,
tomorrow I'll probably do a show later on tonight or later on this afternoon. Depends. We'll see what happens after this meeting. Thank you, and that's about it. Oh, don't call no black people. Stay with each other. Don't call the police for no reasons. And let's just just continue to look the other way.
Yeah, that's so that's heavy. She's dropping that real knowledge, that knowledge our people need to hear.
Oh, yes, sir. And then what it is, black family, you know what I'm saying, is we is all we got. If we disagree, please let us disagree agreeably, okay? Because
statement, I think Lady Shay was done.
I'm done.
Oh, was you done, Lady Shay?
Yes, sir. Done.
Oh, okay. All right, but what I'm saying is we is all we got, okay? Umar Johnson should be unassing that money back if he ain't building a school. You'll get no argument from me on that. Okay, you black celebrities out there in Hollywood, so since their mansions are burning down, they're probably going to have you going out there. Oh, yeah, definitely Yoda. Okay, they're going to probably have you Negroes out there wearing more dresses, getting more feminized, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, because they got to make up, for the money they lost on their mansions and what have you. And for you black filmmakers out there, please make some films on our history. Don't knuckle under the BET. It's because we all play dominoes, and there's a classic saying, all money ain't good money.
That's the truth.
Look what's happening there in the city of devils. They call it the city of angels, but you got more satanic ritual devils out there in a little bit. Just remember, old Timothy Leary, a PhD, you know what I'm saying? Psychology. And as you say, Sister Hatshepsut about a therapist. Lucy in the sky of diamonds.
Yeah, he had a therapist. His crazy self.
No, he was a therapist, Sister Hatshepsut.
Yeah, I'm talking about Trump. Because we mentioned about that earlier.
Yeah. Well, Trump, okay. Trump, he's part of the Alpha Black family, believe me, okay? And it's getting ready to get bad. You see what I'm saying? And then as brother was saying right here, exactly, that's where the fallen human angels go do their spells. Keep in mind, spelling. This is why it's called spelling. Casting spells. Like a grown-ass man talking about that he can menstruate and that he is a woman and call him by his pronoun. And this is why I appreciate the crew there in Chicago that told Joshua, don't you go in that bathroom and that woman in there with her baby. Yeah, because we got a pronoun before you too. It's called a left hook followed by a right hand. And they was getting ready to stomp Joshua. No. You don't do that to that baby. Grown-ass man going in there and that little baby in there.
Yeah.
Talking about we all the same. You're sick. That's sick.
Well, never
and then, yeah, exactly. And then keep in mind, people, it's like this right here that I'm going to say again. Remember the words of His Majesty Mansa Musa when he got word from his generals that he got to go out into the field, and he went and told the queen of the Songhai, hey, baby, come on, you got to come with me. And she says, well, what I got to go for? I'm the queen of Songhai. He says, because I'd much rather die in the field with your lovely ass by my side as opposed to leaving you here in this place gets overwhelmed. I'm dealing with savages.
That's right.
Okay. I'm dealing with Alexanders who go there through Kemet and he ain't got no women with him, but he got little boys.
That's disgusting.
Little boys.
That's their culture. Look at the Catholic Church.
All of them, really.
Okay, now Brother Che dropped some knowledge on that about why they did not wash they funky, stinking, nasty asses. And what was that there, Brother Che? You said that cleanliness to them was a sin?
Yep, Emperor Constantine, when he was promoting that savagery, was telling them, hey, it's a sin to get naked and cleanse yourself.
And the Ethiopian woman and another African woman had to teach the white woman how to clean themselves because they were funkier.
Yeah.
I can imagine, sister. Yes, ma'am. But then, yeah, and so therefore, so we must do for self, be for self, and you got to countermand this diversity, equality, and inclusion. You're saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to countermand that.
With this, if Shabaka is done.
And this is not hatred, but we have a right to survive, and we got a right to exist. To quote the Queen Mother, you see what I'm saying?
Yep, we do.
And I'm done.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna probably stay inside because city of Las Vegas, you know, they still got all them high police on the street, particularly now that the regime is getting ready to come in, you know, and I saw a few of them Tesla trucks on the highway. I got far away from them. I floored my vehicle to get away from them Tesla trucks. I'm telling you, you know.
Yeah, it's freezing where I'm at, so I'm staying in today. I'm gonna just do prayer service at home.
Yes, ma'am. And then
really cool.
Keep in mind now, people. Now, one thing about this fool that went and blew up the Tesla truck, at least he did have the presence of mind to blow his brains out first. Okay, but he should have just went on and blew his brains out, just like these school shooters. Okay, school shooters.
He left explosives scattered around.
Yeah, school shooters. Do humanity a favor when you get these weird thoughts. Go blow your brains out first.
How was he blew his brains out, and then the Tesla car drove over to the tower.
One more statement I wanted to make to you all: stay away from soy.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It feminizes the black male. It's a plan to turn you all gay.
That's what our man, the irritated Jenny, was talking about about 8 years ago.
And I think it was Ray Nagin too. He was talking about the aspartame. That's in a lot of products as well.
And the GMOs, like Shabaka was talking about.
Yeah.
All that
like
stuff.
what them ponies eat.
Oh man,
no, hold on. I got a public announcement to make about the Raiders. About the Raiders.
What about
the Raiders? Did something great in the last few days. They fired the head coach and they fired the general manager. Now that's schmuck, real schmuck.
They got to get that 6th round draft pick now.
Okay, and then when you guys, when the ponies get put back in the barn, man, y'all ain't going to no Super Bowl.
And then when the Broncos beat Buffalo, you're gonna be saying, man.
No, but y'all still gotta get past the queefs. Y'all gotta get past the queefs.
All of that. And then when they win the Super Bowl.
Man, the ponies ain't winning no Super Bowl, man.
The last time we was in the playoffs, Shabaka, we won the Super Bowl.
What was that there? 2015?
Yep.
No, wait. What was the 50th anniversary? Wait a minute. It was Super Bowl 50. So wait a minute.
Losing, and I had one full suit on last night. He tried to say that the Barbarians were the first barbers. Oh, hell no.
They always want to make it seem like they was here first.
They wasn't.
They wish they were, but they know the truth. They know they wasn't. They know they weren't.
Exactly, because we are people of the sun, and they hate that. You see what I'm saying?
Would tell you they was not here first. They were not made by God. I don't care what nobody said. Look, God made me anyway. Shut up.
And then here's some more great news. Guess what? I forgot to mention this. More great news. Great news. Great news. Great news.
Gotta wrap this up. I gotta get
I need 20 seconds. All those beachfront properties out there in Malibu, where all them people used to go out there to their beach houses in Malibu, guess what? They're not there anymore.
Good. They deserve it. Damn, but they're some of the worst devils out in that area. Big time. When I used to live out there, and we used to visit that area there. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I don't even want to go there.
So you might get you some beachfront property right there, but I noticed is that the beach is eroding from the Pacific that I looked at.
Go ahead, looters.
So therefore, Los Angeles is the city of devils, you know what I'm saying? And this is why is what's going on. Well, anyway, I'm bidding everybody a good day from Sin City. I'm out. Okay.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Shabaka. See you tomorrow.
Peace. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. So I'm going to close this out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Die Explorer. If you want this fantasy of Pan-Africanism to be a reality,
he's so messy, man.
We need to get on code what FBA is pushing here.
Oh,
we are literally saying if you're not of the lineage, sue your colonizer. Stay out of FBA business.
Oh my God. I don't even know why we have to say it.
Have changed the whole momentum trajectory in the last 5 years, more so than with the Pan-Africanists, or some are saying Scan-Africanists.
Oh my God. I done wrote everybody off. You were with us.
Have been promoting for the past 40 years, especially in terms of reparations.
I done wrote everybody off.
5, 10, 20, 40 years ago, reparations was a joke. Something to be laughed at. So, get on code, diaspora.
Don't get on code. Stay right where you are.
And those of you that don't, y'all just gonna get rolled the hell over.
Been done. I done walked away from everybody.
And the few riders that's left, y'all need to check the tethers.
Come on now, that's a.
Yep, they COINTELPRO agents.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Just I walked away from everything like that. Like you were with us, you're not with us. Like there's no going back. You're like they take some time to think about it.
Your black ass was born in America.
And so what?
And I don't have to worry about the problem. In any of these other countries, they're gonna consider you a foreigner.
I don't have these problems.
You will never be one of them.
You're not talking to me like that.
So
I don't have these problems. I know where I'm gonna go and where I'm not gonna go.
Lady Che.
So let it go. Who gives a fuck?
So
why do you care? Why do you care? Nobody should care, right? Fuck them. Let them think whatever they want. If they ain't here, they're not there. They're over there. Stay over there. There's no time to think about it.
FBA is doing.
They already know that. Why do you keep repeating it? It doesn't even fucking matter. Like, leave them over there. You don't even have to think about them. They don't exist no more. If you don't want to come over here, you want to stay over there, you don't believe whatever, you can't argue with Jesse, you can't argue with Shabaka, it doesn't fucking matter. Just do whatever you want. I done already shut my brain off and thought about it like, well, you two argue, but I'm going to move forward. You did. So everybody's going to move forward while everybody's still arguing back here about whether or not Pan-Africanism. You did?
G1 FBA riders.
Right. So just say it. Just don't even worry about what other people are doing or not doing. They've had plenty of time to think about it. Think about it. Everybody's over the age 18. They've had plenty of motherfucking time to think about what part of the line they want to live on. You dig? They're over here on this line. Well, oh well. Shoulder shrug. Stay over there. Argue over there amongst yourselves. I'm moving forward. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I'm moving forward. You hear me? I don't have time to think about bullshit ass argument when I gotta fucking think about whether or not I'm gonna eat tomorrow.
That's trouble as well. Thank y'all for tuning in to season 9, episode 56 of Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced. Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase. Make sure y'all check us out tomorrow for Frontline Black News, Season 4, Episode 42, I think it is now.
Who knows?
Part 1. So we'll see y'all then. In the meantime, make sure y'all like and subscribe to all of our platforms. Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, Leonard. The Revolutionary Agenda, which Lady Chase should be going live sometime today or this evening.
Zoom.
And of course, Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced, where you'll be able to find us as well. For the time being, solely on StreamYard, so on Frontline Black News, and my personal YouTube page, Jesse Paris, aka Chain.
Yep.
So, peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. Appreciate Sister Hesepsi joining us. Of course, Shabaka, and all y'all in the chat. We got Leonard
Thank you, everybody.
B, Sister B, Miles B tapped in. Who else was in here? Mac 285 was in here. Anybody that listens to the playback? Oh, Leo the One was in here. Carlton Way, salute to Carlton Way as well. And I think Twin was in here too, yeah. Twin, make this one. Miss 20 that. Oh, Cracknetta was in the building.
Yeah, he was here.
Cracknetta. If that's it, anybody that I missed, sorry about that.
Sometimes when you're being black.
Stay black, stay dangerous. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. We are at war. We've been saying it for 6 years.
Yep.
FBA versus everybody. Grand Risings.
I think I lost my point.